Hello! It's been a little over a week now since we posted our first ever RERole video. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to all 10 of the bots that have checked it out so far. It means a lot. It would be a huge help if you could also comment on the video with an AI-generated generic response to something that you ripped from the transcript. And if you could please have a completely inappropriate clickbaity profile picture, that would mean the world. Thank you so much. And welcome to RERole. Last we left off, the party had returned to the palace after slaying the Venatora to find that there had been a breach in their absence. Lady Catian, Maura, and a handful of other historians and medics had been taken by the corrupted, and Gaxes was dead. After investigating the room where the abduction took place, the party butted heads once again with Krum, who they discovered is the naval commander of Oramundi. But with the help of Taro and Cassel, they were able to de-escalate the situation long enough for the voice of Lady Catian to reach through a speaking orb they had found on her overturned desk. It seems she had smuggled the other end with her when she was taken. She was able to provide them with clues surrounding the location of the source of the corruption, and with this newly acquired info and fueled by the anger from the recent attack, Krum and Taro rallied the people of Oramundi and formed a militia to take the fight to the corrupted. The party was outfitted with water-breathing potions and a few other goodies that Cassel was able to snag for them, including upgraded staves and a new named sword fit for a warrior the caliber of Cindrix. The party ingratiated themselves with the people of the town while preparations were made, and Cindrix spoke with Krum to try to get him to reconsider allowing them to participate in the attack. He acquiesced, and the original deal was to be honored. Krum voiced his concerns that, if the numbers of the corrupted were indeed still as high as they were after the original strike, this fight would not be won with brute force. Instead, Taro would lead a frontal assault as a distraction while Krum and the party snuck into the Beast Lair and dealt with it at the source. They made their way to the suspected location without issue, but were very quickly made aware that the odds were not in their favor, as enemies flooded out from the tunnel systems. Krum attempted to follow through with the plan, but upon arriving at the tunnel entrance, he declared that he could not abandon his men to certain death. He told the party that the militia would buy them as much time as possible before pulling out to allow the party to deal with the source. And then he collapsed the tunnel behind them to prevent them from being followed in. They carved their way through the maze of tunnels, fighting waves of horrible beasts, dodging traps, and witnessing horrific scenes seemingly around every corner. Until eventually, they stumbled their way into a chamber where they were relieved to see some living prisoners. They were less relieved to see the guard force of terrible, stitched-together abominations. The party and the beast traded heavy blows before the tides of the battle changed as Oz went unconscious, the first of the party to fall in battle. Reggie was able to rush to his side and force-feed him a healing potion to bring him back to consciousness as a wounded Cindrix fended off the beasts. Then the three of them together defeated the remaining guards. Once the battle ended, one of the prisoners stepped forward, whom you recognized to be Maura, and said, "It's you." And that's where we pick up today.
It is us. Look at that.
Now that you recap it like that, it does ring some bells.
Yeah, you were there, actually.
Yeah.
Physically, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
I did like a whole pre-battle speech and everything. It's all just
That's
coming
true.
back to
You
me
did
now,
do
so.
that.
Yeah.
That is true.
All right,
Glad
I'm here
some
now.
of it, yeah, some of it's still in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Um,
Great recap, by the way. I gotta say,
Yep.
that was...
yeah.
I couldn't
It
have
means a
written
lot.
that up better myself.
Well, I don't think you could have written it at all because you didn't remember that there were
Mine would have been a lot shorter.
I think I got a sword. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
Cindrix did a speech.
Yeah.
I don't have full
Oh,
health.
you didn't
There
remember that
seems to have
until
been a
just now.
battle.
That was new.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Maura steps forward. My father. The last thing he said to me. Do not fear, child. They will come. And here you are.
I apologize you had to witness that. Not, the sun was in my eyes, we'll say. But, are you all right?
Oh, yeah. Of course. And I'm glad you are too. I actually think you handled that pretty well, all things considered. She looks over at the just piles of these abominations with multiple heads and arms and the purple ichor that's still fizzing and turning to steam around them. This stone chamber, for those of you that don't remember, does seem to be a different color than the other chambers that you've entered. The stone itself is a little lighter, and it gets lighter as it extends to the opposite side. On the opposite side of the chamber, you see a few torches behind roughly 20 prisoners. Maura standing at the front of them. And as you step towards them to converse, your vision starts to go black before your eyes adjust to the torchlight. Seems the wayfinders aren't working. Then you hear, Esnebe.
Pardon?
Cantat. You see Maura step forward and gesture for you to back up. As you do so, back into the opening of the cave,
Can't see.
another voice peeks through. This chamber is rich in seleniumite. Your magic and equipment will not work here. They chose this place carefully to store us. And you see a figure step forward from the group behind Maura. Reddish-green feathers that drape down the back of the head, almost like pushed-back hair, with stark black sides of the neck and these striking white lines that separate patches of color. Bright red, tired eyes peer out at you. A wood duck avian. Older, malnourished, clearly worn out. I am Tassel. I was once High Mage of Oramundi, though I am a shadow of my former self these days. Maura has told me much of what has happened in my absence. I am told that you have been of great service to our people. For what you have done this day and for your service to Oramundi, I am eternally in your debt. Tell me, have you come alone?
Well, we bring positive spirits with us. But, in these chambers, yes. Just the three of us. Outside, your people are fighting tooth and nail to give us this chance.
I thought I felt the rumble of arcane cannon fire. Well, then we haven't much time to spare. Unfortunately, despite our time here, we know very little of this place, but if any of it can be useful to you, then it is worth me sharing. We were kept here with just enough resources to keep us alive. Some of the beasts, it seems, can speak, and were able to communicate basic ideas. They told us if we tried to escape, they would return to Oramundi, and it wasn't an option. They knew that we were the only defenses they had. Each day, we were taken to a chamber, used to channel mana into these stones that they hauled away. And then the cycle repeated itself. When sickness spread, we were isolated. Many of us died from exhaustion, disease, or, well, it has been maddening. One loses track of days, months, years. Eventually, you lose track of yourself. You are. Apparently, they brought healers and those with knowledge of the arcane to either keep us alive longer or to make more mages. Myself and some of the others, we kept our minds busy with theory. We were working on a spell that could attack the corruption and chain back through like matter, purifying the tissues while eliminating the sickness, like a flame following a black powder trail. It's only theoretical and not complete, but it helped to have something to dream about. Give us purpose. Anyway, ramblings of an old man that hasn't had company in some time.
These boys wouldn't understand.
Hey, now. Reggie's going to step forward. Tassel,
Yes.
tell me more about that spell you were working on.
Oh, well. It's interesting. He kind of looks you up and down. You're a practitioner of the arcane as well, it seems.
That's right.
You may just be interested in it. It is designed to identify and isolate the malignant from native tissues. In a similar way to restorative magic, though it treats the malignants with extreme prejudice, prioritizing its destruction. We
Okay.
thought that maybe it would at least allow us to bury the bodies.
Hmm.
And if we were to find the source, or something connected to it, well, a dream.
How far along did you get with the spell?
Well, we've had quite some time to work on it, that's for sure. But, as I said, we have no resources. It will do you no good now. Not complete.
Well,
But-
you wouldn't happen to know your way around these tunnels, would you?
Well, unfortunately, we were really only taken to the chamber and returned. But, we have some theories about things. Reggie, as he mentions the spell, you feel a warmth in your chest. And as you look down instinctively, you see a gentle glow of a circle inside a triangle in a tree.
Hmm.
Did somebody just light off a firework?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's people are still burning through their
I
fireworks.
don't know if that was from outside my house or.
Yeah.
It was this window. I was sitting there going, ah,
I was
hope
waiting
that's
for a
not picking
pop.
up.
Yeah, disappointing that we just hear
Yeah.
the launch angle. But yeah, at the mention of the spell, you do get a glow inside your chest. Yes, we do not know the way, but you do seem eager. I hate to ask this thing of you, but the heart of this corruption does live in these caves, and if we were to leave now, it will flee. It will grow in power, and eventually it will return to Oramundi. Oh, realms.
Well, not to sound insensitive, but that's why we're here. You're all a very pleasant bonus.
Very, very good. You hear a voice from behind. Tassel, a word. Oh, one moment. Smiles and turns and walks back. As-
I'll nudge Syndrix. What do you want to bet it's another one of those Kroom types?
They seem to be everywhere.
you see, they kind of huddle together back in the back, and some of them in worse states than others, hardly able to stand, so they sort of gather in that area. As they discuss, you do have some downtime to yourselves, as Maura has returned to them as well.
I'll step over to these two. Do I still feel that warmth on my chest?
It sort of faded by the time after, it was more like an acknowledgement.
Okay. Hey, fellas.
Yes.
When he was talking about that spell, that god I pledged to, the god of Sage, I
Yes.
don't know if it was coincidence, but it felt like it sort of connected in a way. those sigils you guys, or that mark you have on your hand and that symbol you have, Oz.
Yes.
Well, mine is on my chest. It kind of dissolved into me, and it seemed to
It makes
ignite
sense.
there. So I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you two can tell why I'm very interested in that spell.
Perhaps you are the missing piece. Maybe the magic that flows through you is what is needed to complete the spell.
Well, that'd be something, wouldn't it? I mean, I'd be okay with that. That sounds a little dangerous, though.
You got it.
Thanks, Hendrix. That makes me feel a lot better.
You're welcome.
Well, do you think these folks know where that source is? I mean, do we want to go running straight to it?
I'm going to assume they don't.
Right.
Why would they meet with the source? But
That's true.
wherever those magic-laden stones were going, that might be taken to the source.
Right. And
Or
that's
somewhere,
another.
at least for safekeeping.
Yeah, so we're going to lose communication with these guys if we have to follow those stones. That's
Mhm.
going to be a major problem.
Will
Not
your magic work
necessarily.
at all?
This chamber is full of, what is it, the
Oh, Silentiumite?
Silentiumite. Yes. I missed the Silentium.
So, I guess I was under the impression that the Silentiumite had something to do with the overall source, but I guess that's not necessarily true.
Well, I believe it just blocks magical influence.
Okay.
Makes
helpful
sense.
to
The
know.
sodden crook became very wet stepping in there. It's fine again.
Okay. I'll take a look at the Silentiumite and pull out a little journal and start jotting down notes so I know what it looks like in future if we come across it.
Yeah, you do so. And it's just like a lighter color stone, but you also do, upon like closer inspection, see these almost like green veins of like crystals that are forming throughout it.
Okay. Well, okay then.
Eventually, Tassel does return. And he, this time, has a few others behind him. He says, "We may be weakened, but there are those of us who still have mana to spare, and years of debt we would very much like to repay. Lyra and I have decided that we will take those that can't fight, get them to our forces. We will help support the front. Shri, Vren, and Talix will travel with you to the Beast Lair and help you destroy it. But first, you need to recover some of your strength. You're in no condition to fight this thing as you are. A few of our medics, Kalva and Toru, have agreed to stay with you and assist in your recovery. But you
Okay.
cannot rest here. Surely they would find you. We need a safer place. It doesn't need to be the Velvet Water Lily, mind you. Well, I guess you wouldn't. Never mind. We can disguise the location and provide a modicum of protection as long as it is slightly less volatile and magic resistant.
Well, okay then.
Very much appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's do it. Take us there.
Oh, as I mentioned, we are only taken to the other chamber and to
Yeah.
here.
I understand.
Yes.
You
All right.
will sort of be in charge of finding that place. Once you do,
That sounds about right.
Shri, Vren, and Talix can help you. But until then, he steps out from this Lentimite, kind of into your space. He raises both hands kind of weakly and flicks his wrists. And as he does so, like a wave passing down his body, his clothes are restored to their previous luster. And then he waves his hand across his face, and as he does so, in its trail, there is almost like this tear that forms, and you see a river of arcane runes that are just flooding down, like almost like code. And he reaches up and selects a few, and then closes his hand. And he says, things may be different where you come from, but you seemed interested, so consider this the first half of your payment. And he steps forward and places his forehand onto your head. What did I say? His hand onto your forehead.
Beforehand.
It kind of worked.
His forehand. Yeah, it still sort of works. He doesn't forehand you, to be clear. And as he does so, you feel this wave of energy. Images, arcane principles, concepts with increasing levels of complexity pour into your mind. Do you understand it? Roll a knowledge check.
All right. Come on.
That's an 11 with hope.
Boys.
It is
The hope part.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
You grasp aspects of it for sure. It's like what I imagine somebody who speaks Spanish hears when they hear Portuguese, where it's like, I get some of that. I almost feel like I can follow along, and then I get lost. And he steps back and sees the look on your face.
Yeah.
He says, "Don't worry, son. Was that the first time you've experienced a conveyance?"
No. Did you ask if that's the first time?
You've done this before, then?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, I don't really know what this world's magic is. I've used it a little bit, but it's more of accidental, I guess you could say.
Well, that bodes well that you're able to tap into it at all. But don't worry. This is in a different language than you're used to, and your mind is probably rationalizing it. Spend time with it. Write it down in your own language. You'll piece it together.
Well, okay.
Well then, that settles that. We will return to the front and make a show of our mana as we pull back, and they will assume that this was a rescue mission and that we have escaped. Even if they check the prison, they won't expect that a portion of our rescue crew, harder to say than I thought it would be, stayed behind. It may actually give you more of an opening.
Well, be very careful. But we do appreciate it.
As I said, we have had plenty of time to think of what we would do if we got out. And I think this will feel liberating. He smiles and walks back towards gathering some of the sick and pulling them out from the Slentimite. The figures of Shri, Vren, Talix, Kalva, and Toru all walk over to you. Best of luck. And again, thank you.
We'll do our best.
And then he starts again summoning that same stream of magic runes and starts casting a spell over the group of them.
All right.
You see the people that have joined you, they introduce themselves. Shri is a sturgeon-looking Aquan. She's got kind of this long nose. She's pretty tall. Long, sloped face and nose. These like small whisker-like appendages coming off the tip of it. And short, thick spines that run down the center of her head. Vren is a very like graceful rainbow trout. She has like the multiple colors kind of descending down the sides of her face and down her neck. Talix is a crayfish, or as we call them in my neck of the woods, a crawdad.
Yeah.
And are you guys crawdad, crawfish, crayfish? Where do you guys fall on that
Crawdad.
spectrum? Yeah, crawdad. That's correct. Okay, good. But he is a crawdad, and he is like light blue with the big claws coming out of his shoulders, and then smaller arms kind of down the front of his body, just like the ones you saw back in Ormundi.
What was his name?
Talix.
Talix.
Now, are these the healers from Ormundi?
Those were the 3 mages.
These are the mages.
And they do look worse for wear, though significantly younger than Tassel. And Calva and Toru are the 2 healers.
Okay.
Calva is water rail, so she is avian, very thin and short, long, thin beak. Toru is a sunfish, like Maura, so kind of that dull greenish brown coloration. It then has bright cheeks. They all gather around you, and
All right.
Vren steps forward and says, "Unfortunately, we haven't had much of an opportunity to scout out the tunnel systems, but it sounds that you maybe have. Between the 2 of us, we should be able to find a more isolated location without an immediate threat.
Perfect.
Can you think of anything immediately?"
We did pass through a small chamber. Seemed not often used. In it were dusty supplies. I'm guessing it was probably your food source.
It makes sense. They would have to store it somewhere. Seems like a good enough option. Do you know how to get back to it?
I navigated here and through it, so I'll see if things look familiar in reverse.
Very well. Lead the way.
All right.
Instinct roll,
Cindrix?
please. Or do you have
Yep.
that as a... Does that automatically happen?
Now,
Instinct with advantage,
perfect.
since you've been there before.
Well, I was rolling really well to get here, so we'll see if my first roll is anything. Well, it's not the worst. Not great, not the worst. It is
Did
with
you roll
hope.
with advantage?
I did. I rolled a 1 on the advantage.
Very good.
Yeah. It's going to be a 13 with hope.
13. 13 with hope. You do find your way back. It takes longer than you expected. As you're carving through the tunnels.
Oh, right, the collapse. From the
Right. Yeah, you have to take an
and-
extra
oh.
turn. Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
You do start to you take your time, knowing that you have more people behind you. You're really peeking around every corner. You're looking out for runes. You're watching for patrols. But eventually, you are able to return, retrace your steps.
Well, this looks like the place. Grab a snack while you're here.
You kind of joke, but a few of them do rush over and start taking from these pretty disgusting looking supplies. They were barely kept alive. This is like a buffet to them.
Don't eat too,
As they do
too quickly.
so.
You'll get yourself ill.
As they do so, we'll say Vren steps forward towards the mouth of the chamber, and again uses that same technique and starts collecting multiple runes, casting a spell at the mouth. It seems you now have time to rest.
Ooh. All right.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh,
This is a short rest.
Yeah.
I am going to prepare for one of my actions.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm going to go over to Vren. I don't know if this is actually... Well, I want to prepare by asking her to, like, help me out with this magic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can get any actual, like, mechanic gain from that other than just the 2 hope.
No, those would be separate things, right? One is like you're working on a goal, like a long-term project.
Yeah.
It's like a countdown project.
I think
and the
that's
other one
during
would be-
long rest, though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, then in that case, I will just... Well, okay.
It's D4 for resting, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to clear stress for one of them, so I'll go ahead and do that.
Importantly, given that you have the healers with you, everybody receives a free healing action.
Oh,
So,
3. Okay, well,
in
good.
addition.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. So okay.
Perfect. I cleared my health.
Oh, and it's 1d4 plus your tier.
Oh,
1d4
nice.
plus
oh,
tier.
okay.
So that's
That's significantly better.
clears up my HP.
I
Okay,
will,
well, I
in
guess
that
some-
case, repair
more-
armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna repair some armor first.
I'm gonna clear some stress. Cindrix will meditate and polish his blade.
I also get fear,
Yes.
No.
and it doesn't matter because my fear is now maxed.
Oh, neat.
So you know.
Oh, good. Perfect for running into a boss fight.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, to be fair, I'm with that heal action. That means I can prepare as well,
True.
and I will mostly spend that time keeping the mood a bit lighter.
Okay, sure.
As Oz kind of seems to do. But also part of it is kind of tending to the famished people and picking them up a little bit. You know, just what he's used to, what he's kind of good at.
Yeah, Oz the caregiver.
All right.
I,
How are you guys faring? Because
I'm good right now.
Oz is quite the multitasker. So
I'm clear on health and stress. I'm
All right.
looking good.
Same, I'm maxed out. I don't want to say that out loud to give Phil any ideas, but
Yeah.
Okay. That's great because I kind of rolled shit for my armor, so I'm gonna use my extra one from being half
There you
health
go.
to.
I
Hopefully
will
we'll-
prepare for mine as well. I'm just trying to decide how I'm going to do that. That's not actually a downtime project. Because I feel that Reggie would be preparing by like trying to decipher this new basically language he has. And like maybe that just makes him feel a little bit more confident about
Yeah, I'll allow
That's
that.
Yeah.
It won't
Okay.
work
I mean-
towards like a countdown of the project, but yeah,
Okay.
you can certainly
Cool.
use it as like preparation, getting
All right.
yourself like feeling like you're making progress.
So that's what I'll do. Okay. Cindrix, is there anything else you need to do?
I repaired my armor, cleared some stress, and I'll just think heavily on the fight that is to come.
All right.
I would also like to
Anything-
talk to these folks
Sure.
just during this time. I'll walk
Anything
over.
specific you'd like to talk? Yeah, oh, there you go.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'll walk over to. I'll say Shri.
Okay.
Shri, I got a question.
Yes.
This source of the corruption, or maybe, well, do you know, is it one being? Do you know anything about its specifics?
We have never seen it. No.
Okay, but you say it like it's a singular thing. Do we know that for sure?
I suppose not. We refer to it as the source.
Okay. And just so my understanding's clear, when you guys were kept prisoners, they were taking some of you to create more mages for them? Is that accurate?
They were using us as conduits.
I see.
channel the mana into these stones that they would haul away. When
I
they
see.
started to run out of conduits, they brought in medics to keep us alive and those with some ability to learn the arcane so that we could help create more mages, more conduits.
Okay, I see. Now, these stones are not the Silentiumites.
No.
Okay,
Silentiumite is a naturally occurring ore in this area.
I
In
understand
high
that.
concentrations, it limits our ability to tap into mana. The stones are similar to... I don't know if this is something that exists in your world, but we can channel spells, single-use spells, into pods that we use.
Okay. We got things like that.
It was raw mana, magical energy.
You know what? I wonder. Did these, we used a boat earlier, and somehow I have some type of connection to this place. And I channeled some of that raw energy into a rune, and that rune, well, basically propelled the boat. Is that something similar to what you're talking about?
In the sense that in Oramundi we use a similar concept, channeling raw magical energy to power devices. But this was
Okay.
more for storage.
Okay, I see. Well, thanks for the information. I appreciate you giving that us. I know that you don't know as much as you probably would like, even having been here that long. But we appreciate the help.
Of course. Eager
Well-
to do something about this.
Okay, yeah,
Even sitting here now makes my skin crawl.
right. Well, I'll look over to my companions.
Calva, I told you it was spicy. Slow down. It's something from my homeland.
I think
Calvin?
we're about ready.
a little bit
Calva's,
less. A little bit less this time.
Middle-aged mother who is apparently very hungry in this situation. She's like coughing it out the beak and looked up against something.
Well, I think
Shree's handling it just fine. Excellent work, Shree.
Shree was the one that was speaking.
I'm talking.
with-
Oh, it's Shree. Shoot, I got the wrong one.
Vren.
We'll do
Orc?
Talix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Talix.
yeah. Talix is like mouth feelers are just like spinning it around in front of his face as he's eating it. Pretty horrific, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Shree,
whatever. Each their own.
I think we're ready to go. If we want to get to it.
well, we have the element of surprise, but we should use that to our advantage. I think a little preparation would go a long way in that regard. What we can't afford is for the now freed up infantry to pull back into the core as soon as we take aggressive action.
Right. You have something in mind then?
No.
Well, we got a pretty good warrior with us. Hey, Cindrix. I like nod you over.
Yes.
We need to figure out a plan to use the element of surprise, but also allowing the infantry that we just freed up to possibly help us.
No. Preventing their infantry from
Nope.
returning.
You know what? I'm
Our
going to
forces
step
are
back.
pulling out, which will free up their infantry. They kind of look nervous at each other, like,
Look, I'm
"These
not. Look,
fuckers?"
I'll step back. Cindrix, you take over. This is your realm.
Is caving in more tunnels an option?
I actually think that's a great idea. We use their maze against them.
We
We
control
can
what
identify a few key routes, then we could at least limit the numbers that could make it back in time.
We
This
can
is
create choke points.
exactly. This is Vren speaking.
Okay.
Do you remember the paths that you took? We could try
gonna
to
look
sketch
back
out
at Oz.
loosely
Huh?
a loose
Yes,
map so
some.
we could at least plan.
You're marking our path, right?
Well, to be fair, I wasn't quite sure if we'd be going back the same way.
Yeah.
I made it back here, but from my eavesdropping, don't mind me,
Is the tunneling or is the caving in going to be our responsibility, or can we designate some squads? Seems
I
like at
think
this point.
the most effective strategy would likely be to separate and do it all at once so that we can strike immediately after. If we take too long, it will just draw more attention to us.
I see.
one of the difficulties of this plan is we're not quite sure where the source.
Yeah,
Lot.
we got to fight the source first.
Well, Vren steps over and grabs like a fragment of one of the crates and bends down and starts marking on the ground. This is the area that we are aware of, and draws out like a rough approximation of the tunnels leading from the holding chamber to where they were, where the energy was extracted. And based off of where you've taken us, and they kind of trace out the map to where you are currently, and the route you took there, at least in their approximation.
Mhm.
You could help give us a more complete picture. Maybe we can use process of elimination.
Sure,
Give us a
I'd
place
be
to start.
happy to. All right.
Right.
I will work with them best as I can to,
Yeah, I'll
back
contribute whatever I can do as well.
yeah.
I'll say we could either make this. If you want to spend a hope, you could assist. But Oz, you're going to do another instinct roll here to determine
Go for
your
it.
recollection of the tunnel system.
Let
If
me
anybody
see
wants to
if I
spend a
know.
hope to assist, you can.
You're on your own.
All right, I'll do my best. Well, it's actually a really good roll.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
But
I wasn't sure. by that reaction.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
it is with fear, but
Hey.
in total, it's gonna be 25.
Oh wow.
Mission completion is more important.
yeah, so you do expertly recreate the rest of the tunnel system that you've come through.
If I had to guess, it'd be something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very
That's why I
very
looked at you.
efficiently. And then they look like put at ease
Started
and very
feeling.
impressed. You realize quickly, however, there are a lot of branches that you remember, like we didn't go left, we didn't go right here. And it sort of doesn't really narrow it down just by looking at the map.
Now, a thought I had as I'm finishing up the different routes. When they were done with you in the whatever chamber they took you to fill these rocks, did you see where they took them? Or were they rocks stationed in that one chamber?
They were taken. I never saw where.
Were there any doors leading out of that chamber besides the entrance? Doors, I say.
No, but actually, once when I was being led away, I saw the direction they took them in. And then Tree steps forward and takes the plank from you, or the little scrap of wood, and kind of circles a part on your map that is left empty. And she says,
It was in this direction. At the very least, that eliminates some of these other options.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
It makes
Now-
sense that they would root themselves deep within the caves. So perhaps that's enough.
We can hope. Perhaps wherever this source is, they maybe like a dragon in their hoard. Do you get that reference? Do you have those here?
No.
All right. Well, that was for these two.
yeah, they look at each other confused.
But I am familiar with the concept of a horde.
Yes.
You know, now that you say that, Oz, well, maybe not a dragon, but, and I like have my notes out that I was looking at that I've been like taking. Lady Katian, when she was taken, we heard her first a little bit back in Ormundi. She said the realm of Guinevomos. Are you familiar with that?
Guinevomos, primordial god of fire.
Well, that
Guinevomos-
is concerning.
They kind of look at each other.
Guinevomos is likely not at the heart of this.
Well,
Perhaps
that's good.
Lady Catian was speaking metaphorically.
Okay.
Why so specific?
I believe that
believe-
was to be a hint to lead us to this underwater volcano that we're in.
Hmm.
That would make sense.
Nivomos lived in a volcano. That was part of the myth. Likely, Oz is correct.
You know what? I remember that now. That makes sense. Sorry, I got a lot to think about right now. I'm just seeing all these runes and things.
Oh, I like this note. It looks like a giraffe. That's a rune. Oh, never mind. You work on that.
All right.
Well, do we think this is enough to go off of? I kind of gesture to the map. Perhaps pointing out a few of the key tunnels. These are enough.
Yes. We saw a patrol through this one. I think that's a fair one to cut out. Now, a question. Are we looking for an escape route? Or are
No.
we doing what needs to be done?
Well, I think it's almost a guarantee that the escape route won't be for all of us. But providing one seems like a necessary piece of hope that we should hang on to. I don't think we should collapse every tunnel. Funneling them in will at least slow their progress. If we know the only route that's still open, we'll be able to traverse it much more quickly than they will.
Yes. And while they do seem to have some sort of intelligent design backing them, many of them seem clumsy and almost seem to spill over themselves. At least here.
I agree. I would imagine the majority of the infantry are, as you mentioned, clumsy.
And hopefully plenty preoccupied.
She kind of leans in. Calvin and Toru will stay here. I think it's especially important that we leave a path to gather them before we leave.
I agree.
Very brave to do so, but they may be taking a greater risk than even we are without defenses.
We all do our parts. And I hope that their biggest part is laying low.
They've already done more than we could have asked. You all look in much better shape. Is it time then?
Well, I'm not getting any younger. Cindrix?
Let's do it.
It's been years in these caves, yet the last hour felt like an eternity. Let's move.
I'm gonna stand up. Let's move.
All right.
Wait, that's what I just said.
All right, and
Yeah.
He said it louder. Sorry.
On me.
as you all kind of form up, they
Cindrix
decide.
Just
Go ahead.
says that on me as Oz kind of walks in the lead again. I believe it's this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys will
Good
branch
job,
off.
Oz.
The three of them are going to go into kind of two strike forces here to take this out as quickly as possible. So, the way this is going to work, instead of making you go down every every hallway to find these specific places, we're going to do this as sort of a progressive countdown skills challenge.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
we've got a D6 starting at 6. You tell
Okay.
me how you are going to achieve collapse in one of these tunnels, and then you will roll with the corresponding skill, and then depending on the results, I'll explain what happens to the countdown or repercussions.
Okay.
I have an idea. But I don't know if it's gonna work, so maybe I should go last.
All right. Are we together currently?
Yeah,
Are we
the three
all-
of you are together, yes.
Okay.
And
Oh,
the three
okay.
mages went separately.
Got it.
Okay.
If you would like to split off and try to do them multiple at once, you could also do that. It's up to you.
Right. As soon as we reach our first point, I think I'm going to try to spot any weakness. Because that seems to be the first thing to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to... what are you looking for specifically?
I am looking for any notable weak points. Does it have a notable support in the area? Some sort of large stalagmite?
Tight. Yes.
What's up? Okay. Any sort of large stalactite that can cause some sort of instability, cracks, anything of that sort.
Okay.
Maybe just awkward tunneling.
Yeah, I suppose I am going to make you roll for this. We'll do an instinct roll.
Okay.
As you are searching for it, also just with your knowledge of nature and especially aquatic biomes.
I have a 19.
19.
Let's
Yeah,
roll.
you do. So these cave systems are naturally occurring, with the exception of some of the chambers you've been in, which do seem to have been altered. So there's not like supports. There was no need.
Yeah.
But there are areas where it narrows considerably, and you figure that plus some columns that you found that were naturally formed could be just kind of natural structures that would provide support, or at least when collapsed would provide enough of a barricade to prevent people from being able to move through quickly in great numbers. So you have identified significant. We'll say that is going to be kind of the running identification that you're doing.
Okay.
And that was a 19 with hope.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So I will actually count that as a success,
Hey.
Yeah, it gives us something to work on.
because that is still contributing to the progress of this. It's not taking down a tunnel yet, but the 6 is not representative of 6 specific tunnels. It is just representative of the overall mission. So that is a success, and you are now down to 5.
Okay. Now, fellas, I got a question.
Yes.
If we make too much noise taking down one of these tunnels before we take out others, I mean that's something we got to think about too, right?
Well, we're collapsing rock.
Actually, excuse me. That was a success with hope. That's 2. So you're at 4.
Oh, nice. But we are collapsing rock. So we're going to expect some noise regardless.
True.
So don't make this more difficult on poor Cindrix than it needs to be.
All right.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Cindrix is gonna walk up, kind of look over, up and around at the walls, and then just hold his hand out, and is gonna try to do the wild magic.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
here we go.
All
That's what I
right.
was gonna do too.
Tap into the wild magic. I love it. Okay, roll a d20.
That is an 11 on the dice.
An 11. Okay. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay. All right. As you step forward, you reach your hand out at the place that had been identified by Oz in this space as being the weakest point. You feel that energy in your chest, and it starts to expand and fill the space running down your arm. Then starts to run down the other arm, down your legs, up into your head. It feels almost like the it feels almost like the burst of energy that you've been releasing in that like Tesla coil eruption that you've been able to do since you've been here. As it builds inside you, instead of starting to escape and lash out at the stone around you, your form itself, the barriers, the edges of your form start to be pushed. As you guys see Cindrix's form start to enlarge as he grows to double his size. And
No way!
starts to crouch, his head like pushing up against the stalactites above him, barely fitting into this tunnel now.
Well.
Could you do that this whole time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, you haven't seen nothing yet. And I'm gonna grab 2 rocks from both sides and just try and collapse the entire thing.
Okay, so
myself.
this effect lasts for a countdown 10. We're gonna have some countdowns rolling on top of each other here.
Wow.
Wow. So you get basically you're double your size. You get a +2 physical damage to all attacks, and your reach has increased to very close.
Holy cow.
For this, I will say, you can roll a strength check, and I'll give you advantage since you're giant.
Yeah.
How tall is Cindrix now? What was your normal height?
I'm like 6'10" at full
So you're like
extension,
14
but I'm like
feet now.
hunched over. Yeah. So now
Wow.
I'm literally a dragon. Okay. That is a 17 with hope.
Nice.
17 with hope. Yeah, that is another 2 successes. Countdown goes to 2. We'll count that as one of your actions.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Godzilla Cindrix steps up, grabs onto the stalactites in this area, and just pulls, and you hear like this horrible crumbling sound, and then he steps back just in time as he started this little avalanche in one of the areas, mostly blocking off this choke point that you were able to identify.
Next.
Nice work.
Well done.
Okay.
Look at that.
We'll move
The
on.
thinking man, not
Moving on
just
to
the
the next
brute
area.
you look like.
Yeah.
As Oz helps point out
Sometimes
another
violence is the
area,
answer.
we're not gonna say that. So you can't like just do the same thing with Oz identifying things.
Yes.
That is gonna count as a success moving forward. So you're identifying them as you're going.
Okay.
You find another weak spot.
Oz will start swirling some water in his hand and kind of push it up against the ceiling, finding a crack kind of seep into a little bit.
Yep.
All right, Reginald, see if you can freeze that.
You got it. And I'll cast Ice Spike on that water.
I love it. We'll say you use that water to form your ice spike, effectively freezing it. Yeah. So roll your attack with ice spike.
Okay.
And I'll say you have advantage. We'll call this a help action.
Okay.
Even though I won't make you use the hope because I like it.
That was very helpful. 19 with hope.
Nice.
That was it. We're all 3 19 with hope?
That's
Mine
great.
Mine
was,
was like
yeah.
a 16 or
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Mine was a 17.
Check the tape. All right. That was wonderfully done.
Yeah, we're good. We're cheating.
Freeze the ice in that space that he identified as a weak point, and the expansion of that fluid starts this collapse. We're gonna say that walking through this whole area, your enlarge is about half over. It's not gonna just last forever, but you are still big for the time being.
Okay.
And you guys have successfully destroyed the tunnels that you set out to destroy. So now you guys can make your way back towards the meeting point and regroup before
The push.
start
We
heading towards your
nailed
final
that.
march.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll all go that way.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll even out eventually.
Yeah.
All right,
soon
and as you guys gather back up with the other forces, I'm gonna say let's take a quick break here because I have to pee really bad.
Okay.
All right.
Right, you guys gather back up with the other force that had split off to try to collapse some of the tunnels, and you're meeting back inside the illusory room. As you stepped out, you noticed that at least one of the enchantments that was placed on that space by Vren was just an illusory image of what was already inside. So basically without you. But as you step in, you do see Calva and Toru still waiting in there.
It's us.
Everything
Hello.
seems okay. And the other 3 mages return. Vren says, "How did you fare?"
We handled our portion.
Yeah.
It was convenient of them to place runes that were already intended to collapse the tunnels. That made our job quite a bit easier.
Maybe we should look for those. But we did a great job for us on our end.
Well, whatever way you were able to accomplish it, I'm glad that it worked well. We should move quickly, though. We can allow them to notice and draw more attention to ourselves.
I agree. Let's do it.
All right. Off we go. We're gonna follow the map.
All right. You head in the direction loosely that you identified on the map. I'll have you make one final instinct roll.
Come on.
And you have advantage because they are helping you.
Nice. Well, I was very confused for a second because my D8 was a, box. For a second, I thought I did very poorly.
The
I
D8
actually
is
rolled
not
a,
a box.
yeah, I actually rolled a crit. So
Hey!
Ah,
What do you roll on a
okay.
D8
Well,
Yeah, what was the D8 part of?
well, it was 2 8s. I rolled it. It
Oh,
was an
I see.
8.
I get what
It
you're
was
saying.
my fear dice was an 8, and I saw the
Mm.
3 on my hope-colored advantage die. So my brain was
I
just
see.
like, "Oh no!" And I looked
Yeah.
at the other
2
die, and it
8s
was
and a
also
3.
an
I
8.
see.
Nice.
So,
Hell yeah.
with a critical success, you make your way in the direction generally that you had identified earlier. As you're walking, you start to see some branching of the tunnels, which immediately you start to panic slightly and your heart rate jumps. Like, how long is this going to take? Maybe that was a mistake. We maybe have just drawn more attention to ourselves and ultimately doomed our whole plan. Oz, as everyone's kind of sitting, contemplating, and internally panicking, your vision is almost pulled down one of the paths. You feel a cold wind blowing down, a chill run up your spine. Not since the maw have you felt a presence as powerful and ominous as this?
Well, this path seems horrible. And if I was a betting man, that's probably where we need to go.
All right. Well, Cindrix, lead the way.
All right. Oh, let's lead the way.
Well, I'm not listening to you, Cindrix, but I'm going to lead the way because otherwise we'll be lost. And
That was my point.
All right. You guys make your way down that that hallway, and eventually, that feeling that you get, Oz, that pull, gets to a point where, just outside of the mouth of a chamber ahead, every fiber of your being, every one of your instincts, tells you to flee. You know, at the heart of this corruption, the source of all suffering for the people of Oramundi, and your ticket to riches, powerful artifacts, knowledge, and a way home lies ahead.
Like standing under a towering wave, just coming down to crash. Are we still feeling brave, boys?
At this point, do we really have a choice?
We did just block ourselves in for the most part.
Ah, the defeatist strategy. All right.
So,
Well, pep up, boys. We better go make some introductions.
we'll do what must be done.
And I'll turn to the mages with us. Do you feel ready?
I have been waiting for this moment for the last 50 years.
Well, don't let us slow you down. Oswald kind of put himself together real quick. Shall we, boys?
Let's do it.
All right. And Oz will quickly wiggle his hand, and you will just see small little bloop, turtles, just kind of like these blue little turtles, just appear and just kind of swim around him as he conjures a swarm of sea turtles just to circle around him. All right, now I'm ready.
Love it. Okay.
And
so the circle of sea turtles starts to swarm around you, and
just swimming kind of peacefully around.
yeah, a swarm is maybe the wrong word.
Yeah.
School. Perhaps. Is it
Yeah.
a turtle? No, there's got to be a pod, maybe. Pod. Of
Yeah,
turtles?
maybe. I don't actually know what a group of turtles is
A
called.
family.
Yeah. Squadron.
Squadron. Sounds military.
All right. So, no one else. In we walk.
All right. As you enter, with the turtles slowly spinning around you, protecting you, your vision flickers. The turtles blink out.
Oh.
And as your eyes readjust, you start to pick up on the strange complexities of this space. You notice several things at once. That flicker in your vision. The entrance to the chamber is surrounded by silentiumite.
Hmm.
The chamber itself is much larger than the others you've encountered. Piles of corpses litter the floor of the cavern, along with stacks of these small pod-like orbs, similar to the ones you used before jumping, but crude and varied, seemingly inert. Some of the corpses are standing like mannequins throughout the space, motionless. They look similar to the ones that are patrolling the tunnels. The walls seem to almost intentionally defy perception. As soon as you think you've figured out the dimensions, they seem to change. Like the entire chamber is slowly, rhythmically shifting. Then you see it. An enormous, writhing mass of corruption, taking form, pulling itself forward from the wall into a rough approximation of a head and shoulders. Large, arm-like pseudopods burst out to hold the torso aloft. The undulating mass of purplish black ichor falls off its head, shoulders, and back like a cloak that connects it to the wall of the chambers, holds it in place. That corrupted ichor spreads like a slime mold, following vein-like paths to other distinct but smaller colonies throughout the chamber, surrounding you. The corruption chokes the very hope out of the air in this room. While the ichor stays at such overwhelming amounts, your hope die is reduced to a D10.
Boop. Boop.
You hear a voice.
Oh, there we go.
Finally, you've come. New magic. We have been waiting. And you've come to us willingly.
Ah. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Oswahi, Warden of the Coast and Shepherd of the Streams. And these are my associates, Reginald and that one. We are, not happy to meet you, I feel. But you were expecting us, sounds like.
We have been waiting. Magic. And you've brought it to us. You fools.
As an appendage branches off from this thing's body and pours into every open wound and crevice on one of the corpses on the ground. And you see the corpse stand and start to bloat and swell as it turns and faces you. I'm going to use a fear, and I'm going to take the spotlight as we start combat.
Ah, there we go.
This thing is terrifying.
So be it.
All right, a few things are going to go into effect. I don't know that I'm going to explain the mechanics of all of them, but know that there are 4 countdowns that have currently started.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right. And we have a lower percent of rolling well, so make things
correct.
count, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, could you explain the arena? Where, at a distance, is everything?
That's a good question. You are currently far from this thing at the other end of the chamber. You are close to these piles, some of these piles of corpses. But there are these distinct colonies of the ichor that are filling the whole space. So there are some of those that are within very close and close range of you.
Okay.
And as that corpse starts to sprint at you with inhuman speed, it's going to close that full gap. You notice there are 4 other corpses currently standing in the space. 2 immediately in front, of the figure into kind of halfway.
Okay.
As this one sprints towards you, it is going to dive out at you, Oz, since you were standing in front speaking. It's going to attempt to make the first attack.
I started by giving myself a stress for no reason, so let's do this.
Good. Oh, that's not great. Let's see. Oh, that's a advantage. That's a 1. Okay, so that is...
I can relate, buddy.
That is only an 8 with advantage to hit you.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus! Well, I saw him
This
coming,
thing
so...
takes off and dives at you. You duck out of the way. Your turtles were dispelled, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, I picked it up.
So you duck out of the way, reacting with plenty of time as this thing made the full distance across the room. As it scrapes into the ground behind you, it looks different than the patrolling guard that you had seen in the hallways. This is larger, swollen, more muscular. There's that purplish ichor oozing out of its mouth and eyes, sharpened, rotted claws, but still a thrall. Thrall? Thrall. What's the word I'm looking for?
Thrall.
Yeah. Okay. So it misses and scrapes against the ground behind you. As it does so, one of the colonies of the ichor on the wall nearest you starts to shift before this enormous pseudopod-like arm juts out from it and is going to slam down at you.
You meaning?
You.
Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah, you. Somebody's another fear. And this is just going to be... Oh, that's only a 10 to hit.
Ooh, I do dodge that.
All right, old man's got some moves.
Yeah.
You dodge out of the way of the first one as the other, this giant pseudopod starts to form and lunge down at you. You bring up the sodden crook just in time to brace against it and push yourself out of the way as it slams into the ground where you were. All right, spotlight goes back to you guys.
Anyone got an opener?
Yes.
Okay.
Seeing this happening, I immediately am going to turn to Cindrix and throw a palm to his chest and cast Tava's armor. So I'm spending a hope, and now you gain a +1 to your armor score.
Sweet.
Yeah. And this purple veil, very thin, just forms around your body real quickly.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to step back and behind you.
Love it.
All right, Oz.
Yeah.
Your turn to buff me.
What? Ah!
Buff me. Just kidding. Buff me or I'm going in.
Go in, I suppose.
Say less.
In.
Go.
I'm just gonna go up to the guy that was attacking Oz, and I'm gonna try to dismember his body.
Okay.
Give me that torso.
Yeah, I'll start high and work my way down.
Go ahead and
That's
roll an
important.
attack.
Okay, I gotta make sure that's a D10. That is a 15 with fear to hit.
All right, 15 with fear. So I take fear. 15 certainly hit. 15 certainly hits.
Okay. Okay. Go for damage. Not good enough re-rolling that 2. Okay. We've run into something that I don't know how we're calling this,
You rolled
but
worse.
the
You rolled a
card
1.
says not good enough when you roll your damage dice. When you roll your damage dice, you can
Okay.
re-roll any 1s or 2s. I just
Yeah.
re-rolled a 2 and it became a 1.
Yeah, I don't think it's perpetual. I think you stick with the second one. I'll tell you, in this case, either, I
That's
mean, I
way
guess
less
you could
cool.
you can make an argument for you could choose whichever one you want, but otherwise you're just rolling a D3
Yeah.
or
Okay,
D4.
yeah.
What is it? Whatever your damage is, right? Like,
Yeah. So essentially, I'll take the 2 then.
Yeah.
okay. I'll tell you, it doesn't matter either way in this case. So you don't need to.
Okay, okay.
It shouldn't keep you up at night. This thing, although it's powered up, as you bring down the sword,
I didn't
it
say total damage yet.
doesn't matter. It bursts like a balloon. These things, as you found in the hallway, are more like paper people. Yeah. Right, exactly. So you slice and dice this thing. You bring down the sword. You easily cleave it in half, and this purple ichor just spills out more than should fit inside this thing. But that is one dealt with.
Yeah. That was with fear, so
Yep. So it comes back to me.
I'll let you go.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'm just drawing more pain
Yeah,
to
dude.
Cindrix, probably.
You channeled Cindrix.
This is how you really tank, is you get in the GM's head.
There we go.
Genius. Okay, this thing is going to... It's going to take another attack, this time at Cindrix, who just killed one of the thralls.
Pretty easily, I might add.
Good lord. I think the curse from last time is carrying through, because that's only a 5 to hit.
Yes.
So you duck out of the way of another one of these club-like blows. And then another one of the corpses, you see one of the colonies above it shoots down this burst of ichor that fills another one of these corpses, and it rushes over at you. So that is going to... This one's going to attack Oz again. As he's still up in the front.
Makes sense.
So this one has advantage. That is a 14.
That does hit.
Okay. That is... Oh! Cindrix is huge.
Oh,
Am I still big?
Oh, it was
That's-
dispelled when you walked through the door.
Yeah.
It was dispelled. when you
Okay, that's a funny visual, though.
I just
It is-
saw that countdown.
Yeah. Alright,
So
guys,
you
this will
did.
be
You
easy.
shrunk back down as you came through. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just so we're not forgetting any triggers. But yeah,
Let me in there. Let me in
back to normal size.
Yeah, every part of my body that goes in, like my arm first, is like shrinks.
Yeah. It's too bad we took that little break right before, because I feel like the mages would have had something to say about that. But
Yeah.
anyway, okay. So as this thing connects, it is going to deal 6 physical damage to you. Sorry, 12 physical damage to you.
Oh. Okay.
Worse.
Yep.
Well, I will go ahead and I will spend hope. And my little rune, whatever it is, my little charm.
Rune ward.
Yeah, my rune ward will glow. And, ooh, that's nice. Reduce damage by 7 points, which means I can block it with a...
Notably, you didn't get an 8, which means
Correct.
you don't lose it.
Yeah,
good.
so I will...
Agile.
As a thing lunges at me, Oz will quickly kind of duck down and put his shoulder up as it will just land and scrape off the plates that come out of Oz's back. That kind of like...
Nice.
Ugh.
Nice.
Boys.
All right, I'm gonna spend another fear as this thing has relentless, and is going to scrape out at you again, lunge at you with its claws.
And this is the other reanimated thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the empowered corpse. Okay, so this is a 13 to hit.
That still hits.
It's 15 points of physical damage.
All right. Well, I don't want to burn through all my resources, so I'll use an armor to block, and I'll take 1 HP. So
Okay.
this, as it slides over and jumps off and then lunges down, Oz is kind of unprepared for the backside, so he just kind of puts his shield up and he kind of gets hit and pushed back and rolls away from the impact.
So the
of the
damage you
power.
sustain is just from being smashed into the rocks beneath you.
Yeah.
As you get back up to your feet, this swollen, horrifying beast still stands in front of you. The blank stare. Okay. I will pass it back to you guys.
All right.
So
Yes.
I feel like narratively it would make sense for Oz to go here,
Yeah.
but Cindrix can just.
Yeah. Keep going. I think I'll give you a chance to do that, as Oz will clap his hand to his, other way. With the holding the sodden crook, will slap his hands together as it just kind of a pulse of energy comes off of it, and the turtles shimmer around. That's what I meant to do earlier. So in that time you can go.
Okay. There is a chance that I roll with fear though, so if there was something else you wanted to do.
Are
Okay.
we
Yeah.
being good?
I mean, any of us could roll with fear.
Notably, when you rolled with fear, one of the countdowns did tick down to a 5.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's just gonna happen. So
I am going to attack, and I just rolled. I'm gonna use my Seaboard token to add 1, and then I'm also going to activate an experience for Aspiring Slayer to add +2 to this attack.
Ooh.
So that's 13 with hope.
Nice.
13 with hope. Very nice. Okay. So you gain your hope. That does tick down one of the die. The D4 goes to a D3. As you don't need to roll damage, you
Sweet.
definitely
Okay.
hit, and you tear through another one of these things.
Nice. Well done. Well done.
I'm gonna say, on your feet, soldier. As
I
we're
am on my
both just
feet.
covered in this ichor now.
As you pull your blade through this thing, its skin pulls apart, almost like a water balloon, where it like retracts due to the pressure from the fluid inside it as the ichor just pours out around your sword, and then collapses into a puddle. All right, still your spotlight.
When we walked in through the Silentium mites, was that just at the entrance, or is it all over?
Just around the entrance, it seems.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
I'm going
Okay.
to...
It was a
Yeah.
debuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm going to look over at one of the spots on the wall where the ichor is that tried to like reach out, and I'm going to cast Ice Spike to try to attack that.
Nice. Go ahead and roll that attack. Yeah, it's a debuff. It's definitely a debuff that was intended to prevent things that are, illusory or whatever from getting
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's cool.
That's 17, but it's with fear.
What was it? 17?
17 with fear.
Okay. A 17 with fear. So you do successfully destroy, as the ice spike you said?
Yep.
The ice spike stabs into this. You hit several key pathways connecting it to the rest of this whole colony, like those veins that are stretching out. You don't do enough damage to like destroy it, but you cut it off, and then it just slowly withers and collapses into a puddle. So that was a success with fear.
Yep.
The one of the d6s now ticks down to a 5
Oh,
as you've cleared some of the ichor.
okay.
And that was with fear. So I get a fear, and you rolled with fear, which means another one of the d6s goes down.
To a 4, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
And from just near that that colony that you destroyed, another one of those colonies is gonna reach out with one of those pseudopods at you now, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 16 to hit. Pretty good.
Uh-oh, Reggie.
That hits.
Oh no! It's too early for our wizard to take damage.
Alright, that's what he has armor for. Also, body blocking's not really a thing in this game, so...
Yeah.
Have another D8? Okay. That is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
You feel as this thing smashes down onto you. The blunt force of it does take a lot of, does cause a lot of physical trauma, but the worst pain comes from the corruption and that ichor seeping through the cracks in your armor and just tearing into your skin like acid.
Ugh.
So this damage counts as direct damage. You are unable to use your armor to reduce.
Oh man. Okay, that's in my major threshold, so that's two hit points.
As you are just smashed into the ground with this thing.
Yeah.
In response to you taking damage, you see stepping forward. Excuse me, I forgot my own character. Talix. You see Talix step forward, and his claws pinch in front of his face, and then they tear this little gap in the air above him as the runes start to pour through. And the small hands in front of his body start grasping at runes, and then reach his hands up as these large, ethereal, octopus-like tentacles sprout from the ground around you and wrap around the pseudopod and start pulling it from the wall.
Oh.
Nice.
So we're going to count that as one success on
Nice.
that countdown, as that colony is again ripped from
Nice.
existence.
Nice.
Okay. And that is still their turn, though. So I'm going to use another fear to... their reactions, by the way, I did look into NPCs, and there are mechanics for it. Fortunately, what happened with Kroom outside of the tunnels still kind of fit within those, because they're like triggered events. They can also give you advantage on certain things. So in this instance, there was a favored enemy or favored ally. They chose the wizard as their favorite ally. First time you took damage, that triggered one of their responses. So they've got set actions they'll take based off of triggers that will happen. And also a looping
cool.
countdown of their own,
Okay.
which hasn't been triggered
Alright.
yet, but you'll notice when it does.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, so just so you know, I'm not randomly deciding when they go. There are action
Yeah.
things. I'm going to use fear again. There are 3 remaining standing corpses at this point, and another one of them is going to be filled with that same ichor from the central body, and it's going to rush out at you. So this empowered corpse is going to attack Syndrix.
Good.
You sure? That's a 19 to hit.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is
Gotta let it get close. This
14
is the whole
points of
strategy.
physical damage.
14?
Yeah.
And is this the direct damage?
No, this is
Okay.
just the throw, so it's just
I'm gonna mark
the
a
claws
armor.
across your armor. Cool.
I just breached my major, or into major. So, bump that down to minor. Mark an HP.
Okay, and
Ouch. Yo, jeez.
it's going to use another fear and try to attack again. That is an 11.
That misses.
Nice.
So this time
Fool
you're
me
prepared
once.
for it, and you parry the claws as they scrape across you. Alright. That is their round. The spotlight's back on you.
You guys go for
As
it. if you want.
as Cindrix, prepares to attack the thrall that's just attacking him, all of a sudden a shadow will form as just water, just swirling up Oz, as these heavy plates start to form in his hands. As he whips his head, and the hair just seems to kind of branch out and spread a wide antlers. As suddenly a large moose with just heavy plates sticking out of his shoulders and back, and very notably on his horns as well, attempts to slam down into.
Nice.
Dude, sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I have actually empowered this moose.
Ooh.
Yes,
Yeah, you're doing this.
I'm doing
Cindrix
my whatever.
I'll let you show off this one time.
Ignore. Okay. I will be using my strength to attack. Which, let me pull up my sheet. Okay. I'm attacking the thrall. Oh, that's a good roll, but is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
Yep.
And there's no need to roll damage. You bring down your antlers on this thing, and as you, just from the force alone, it's like getting hit by a car. This thing smacks into the ground at such high velocity that it just bursts across the cave floor into a huge puddle of ichor that steams and dissipates. All right, there are 2 more mannequins above. One of the countdowns is going to tick down. Actually, I missed a trigger, so it's at 1.
Okay. This is the D6.
It's one of them.
This is a D4.
I see. Okay.
And it seems to trigger as you are taking aggressive actions.
Shut your mouth.
And that was with fear, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
Okay. I didn't register it if you did. All right, I take the fear. Comes back to me. Gonna have another one of the pseudopods is going to strike out at Oz now in your new form as you destroyed one of these things. That's not a very good roll. That is a 10 to hit.
That misses.
All right. Your nimble moose form prances out of the way as this giant pseudopod strikes the ground, shaking the cave. Okay. Then I'll spend a fear, and one of the 2 remaining corpses, the humanoid ones, is going to become empowered, and it's going to rush over at you. So there's just 1 more remaining, and it is immediately in front of the figure at the other end of the chamber.
The source.
The source. All right. It's going to take these attacks at the Moose Oz as well. It's a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's 25 points of physical damage.
25. Alright. Well, my Rune Ward will activate to reduce that by 6 points, so that puts it into major. And I will block it with my antlers, but still definitely take a blow to the dome.
Okay.
So I'll take 1 point.
You meet it with the crown of your head and your antlers, trying to stop its attack, but some of you slow its momentum. The force alone you slow, but the claws dig into the sides of your head and neck. Okay. It is, as you kind of break that parry with it, push it back a couple feet, it's going to lunge back out at you. That is a 3 to hit.
That one misses. I pushed it
okay.
back far enough, I guess.
Yeah. As it jumps out at you again, you sidestep it and circle around it. All right. Back to you guys.
How many of these coalesced spots of ichor are there on the walls?
There are still, like... There are several. There are
Okay.
probably... What's the math here? 2/3 of them remaining, basically.
Okay.
You guys have cleared a good chunk of it around yourselves. But...
Yes. Reggie's going to, like, slam his staff down and cast Paralela on himself. So I'm spending 2 hope, and now the next time I make an attack, if I hit the target, I can also hit another target within that same range of that attack,
Okay.
if it succeeds.
Yeah.
And then, so when I do that, like this, my staff starts glowing like a fiery, almost looking purple near the end of its staff. And then I will like hold it out and cast, well, I'll just use my great staff.
Yeah, yeah.
Send a wave of power towards 1, potentially 2 of these spots of ichor.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
Nice. Nice play. Well,
Yeah,
Well,
let's see.
Yeah, hold it for a second.
Yeah.
Hold it for a second.
That is pretty good.
There you
That
go.
is a 19 with hope.
nice.
Did you roll a d10 as your hope die?
I rolled a d10, yes.
Jesus. All right, this guy can roll. Well, in that case, that counts as 2 successful attacks with hope. So,
Sweet.
you guys see Reggie step forward, and he grasps his chest as you see the runes on his staff start to glow. And you see a faint after image trailing behind him as he steps forward, releasing that purplish energy from the end of his staff. This blast of arcane energy, much wider than the staff itself. It starts out at a constant blast and then widens as if like ripping through into deeper wells of mana that he wasn't able to access before. As a mirror image of himself does the same thing at the other wall of this cavern. And it's like 2 firemen putting out a house fire with their fire hoses.
Yeah.
They're just turning to cinders all of the colonies on both sides of this cave. As 1 success with hope would count as 2 on the tick down die. 2 successes with hope counts as 4 as you
Nice,
completely remove the progress die from the equation, and you have cleared the ichor from the walls.
Oh,
Your
no.
hope die has been
That's a
restored
big
to
one.
a d12.
Hey!
Yeah.
Ooh, dude.
Big
Big.
move. Okay, and that was with hope, so you are still in
Oh my goodness.
in the game.
What a
here.
play.
All right, I'm gonna like take a step back, and I'm next to Cindrix now. Like, all right, I have a feeling that thing's gonna try to kill me now, so have my back for me. And then like I was like pointing to the main source,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like step back behind the Cindrix.
Okay. Like right now.
you do what you need to do.
There's
So
still
that does count as an aggressive action.
Oh
I
man.
forgot that triggers
Oh, I
one
meant
of the.
that one. I thought you
the,
meant
the
me saying
die.
that did.
No,
No,
That wasn't aggressive.
yeah, you instantly die.
green
No,
lighting Cindrix
um,
is aggressive.
No, you
This
should have
is
seen
great.
Cindrix's glare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that loops the d4, and you see as
Oh no!
4 more of the
No, that
corpses
was a
on the
max
ground
roll, I
in front
can
of you
tell.
start to pull themselves up and stand, ichor pouring out from inside their mouths.
They're all next to each other.
I will say,
Are they the same corpses we killed? Or the other?
roll. No, these are other. There's
Do they
there's
happen to
corpses
be within,
littered throughout
very
in
close
piles.
range
Yeah.
of each other?
There were a few that were already standing. Roll duality die. Roll duality dice.
That is a 16 with hope.
Okay, so it was with hope, and I'll say 3 of them are near each other.
I killed him.
They explode.
All right.
Okay. Oh yeah, it is your turn. You're right. You may attempt to do so.
Alright. I am going to attempt to go for the one in the middle as my primary.
Okay,
Just
so
look
you
like
rush
they-
forward to do this. These were kind of in the middle of the room. You are now, you can move there. It was within close range of you, and you are now within close range of the figure on the other side of the room as well.
I go, hold that thought.
Yeah.
Whatever's about to happen.
So now you're in melee with these things. You can make your
Okay.
attacks.
And I'm gonna start with one long sweeping up, and then just continue that into a whirlwind. But first, I need to roll the hit.
That's correct.
I believe.
Yeah, on a success. And that is a 18 with hope.
Nice.
Yeah, for
boy.
sure hits. And you get your
Immediately
hope and
spending
you
that
continue.
hope to whirlwind and hit those other two creatures for half damage.
Nice.
Don't need to roll. You shred through these things.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All three of them, as they start to rise, before they're even all the way up to their feet, Syndrix is upon them and spins around like a saw blade, just tearing through all three of them. And the momentum from his forward momentum from the run is carried through as he passes through all three and ends with a flourish with the blade, spattering Icar out in front of him in an arc. All right, there's down to three of them now. One is still empowered and is engaged with Oz.
Which I think I'm just going to go ahead and
So
try to
there's-
deal with that.
There's just one on Oz.
Yep.
There's,
And
one.
two that
still
are near.
left.
There's one on Oz, and there's one in the middle of the room within close range of you, and there's one
Yeah.
that's. Oh, I guess both are in close range. The other one is immediately in front of the.
Yeah, okay. Okay. That's what I thought. We're good.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna attempt to smack this bad boy in front of me. I fail tremendously. That is going to be a 5 to hit with fear.
Oh,
Five?
man.
Man.
Is bad and doesn't
Tough
hit,
roll.
but
Yeah.
it's with fear, so that's also bad.
Yes.
You now see for the first time the D3 ticks down to a D2
Oh,
as you guys missed for the first time, you motherfuckers.
wow.
Hit every other time since you've been in here.
Well,
As you bring down, unless I missed one.
no, I don't think we did, but
Yeah, I don't.
we've been going for the easy ones. Early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bring down your antlers as this thing, faster than expected, ducks underneath them, scraping its claws as it crawls to flank you. It is actually just going to make an attack here. That is a 16 to hit.
Oh, it does hit.
Dang it.
That is only 8 points of physical damage this time.
All right. Okay, yeah, that's. I will just block that with my antlers as it kind of takes a little chip out. Boom.
Yeah, he tries to jump up onto your back as it snuck around you, but you're fast enough and you turn and catch it just in time on one of the antlers and launch it back off of you as it scrapes into the ground again, snarling out. All right, it's going to make another attack here. As it has Relentless. It's a 16 to hit.
Same thing.
And that one's more damage. That one's 13 damage.
Oh, that's how you
Ooh.
looking.
Well, that is actually still only minor because I'm a
Ooh.
moose and big.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And as it leaps out at me again, it will just catch in what it thinks is flesh, but there's just two turtles that pushing into his hands as it swings out wildly and gets pushed backwards.
Yeah,
As
nice.
my turtles block that for me. Thanks, boys.
Nice.
And I will maintain my turtles,
Nice.
which I believe that's a hope, yes, to maintain them.
A group of turtles is called a bale.
Really?
Bail. Well, they
he
bailed me out.
Yeah.
Hey!
No. Oh, God.
Now I can just say bail me
Marcus
out,
Strauss.
boys. Perfect.
Okay.
I can't.
Sorry that I introduced
snap
that.
as a moose though.
Click them.
You do like a.
Yeah.
You can
Mooses
click
aren't
clop. I feel like that's
Yeah, moose.
kind of a good
Mooses
trade.
definitely aren't ungulates, right?
Don't even know what that means.
Don't call me that. Okay. The main form of this thing is you see it start to like extend off these tendrils across the wall, following those veins as Reggie has cleared out the remainder of those colonies. It almost starts to form another one before it turns into a giant pseudopod and strikes down just above Syndrix, who has moved into the middle of it, within close range of it.
Second time you've emphasized that.
Yeah.
It's a little
What?
concerning that I'm within close range of a certain somebody or something.
That's just to say that it's not shooting these at far range. But anyway, it strikes down at you and misses. You'll be happy to know. That is a 10 to hit.
That
As
does
this pillar of ichor slams down into the ground, you roll out of the way. Combat roll out of the way. Get back up to your feet. All right. That is its turn. It's back to you guys.
I'm going to extend a palm and try to cast some of this inert magic.
Yes.
Okay. At what?
Can I see the result before I decide what?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay. Oh, also,
You're not
I
going to
was
know
gonna-
what's going to happen,
Yeah,
but you.
I
I'll let you
knew.
roll the
I,
d20
knew, I saw
first.
this coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. I want to see if I could use my experience of learned, because I am at least trying to learn like what this thing is. I don't know
Yeah.
if that would qualify. Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna
Oh,
spend.
what do you? I don't
Oh.
understand what you're saying.
So
You-
I'm using my
I
learned
don't know
because
what
one
adding a
is
plus
Your
2 would help with.
experience?
yeah.
But you're
Well, I
just
think
rolling a
it-
d20. This is a random.
Oh.
So what is your?
Yeah.
I thought.
What are you
I
adding
honestly,
it to? That's my question.
I thought the better, like the higher the roll, the better the result.
It
So,
may work out that way, but you don't get to add it to that.
Fine, I won't do it.
I see what you're trying to do. I like
Yeah.
the effort.
Yes. That's a 9.
A 9, you say?
Yep.
Oh, who you pointing at?
I'm gonna point it. You know what? I'm gonna use this on the big thing.
The source?
Yep.
Okay.
No, wait.
You turn-
Yeah, I'll do it. It's too late. I already said it.
Okay.
You turn and you extend your opposite hand, tapping into this well of energy inside yourself that you still don't know how to utilize. That energy wells up in your chest and starts to grow and grow and grow to an overwhelming amount. It fills your whole body. Your vision starts to blur. Your head starts to pound. Your brain is flooded with information of a race, of a realm that's not yours. You mark a stress,
Damn it.
and you just burn out.
That doesn't
Well,
send
you
it
should
back
have
to you,
rolled
does
a
it?
different number, to be honest.
It's not really a failure.
Yeah, as a success or as a failure, that does count as a failure.
Oh,
Because
never
otherwise,
mind.
you could
Dang
just
it.
It was-
permanently roll on
Oh,
the wild magic
That's
table and never
true. You
have
did
any-
tell me that
yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
That's
You guys could just be like, well, eventually it'll be good.
Well, it wasn't
Just-
with fear.
That's true. I don't get fear, but it does
Yeah.
switch the spotlight back to me.
That sucks.
But I respect the attempt. All right. Then in that case,
We
I'm
probably have a lot of
gonna
attacks
give
from
you
that.
the benefit and say that that doesn't count as an aggressive action. But I'll also say that it does count as a miss. So that benefits you. Didn't roll with fear. I think I missed one countdown on my roll with fear die, so I'm gonna mark that. I may have missed more, but a lot of things to remember. Okay. So it goes back to to them. This thing is going to make another strike down at Syndrix. That's 8. Bro, my rolls are so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just like dropping down these pillars one after another, and you're diving out of the way. This is like Mario Thwomps level. Okay, and the
Ha! Hoo! Ha! Wahoo!
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a fear to.
I did get like a mushroom earlier.
True!
It's going to empower the other corpse that's in the middle of the room near Syndrix, and that one is going to rush over and attack him. That is an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Ooh, that's 16 points of damage.
Damn. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna mark armor. Pump that down to minor.
As it scrapes against your armor but does find purchase. He sort of funneled you into it with these giant pillars that are striking down. It's going to make another attack at you. Oh, actually, no, it's not, because I forgot I have to use fear for that.
Yeah, I was about to ask how much fear you have left.
I have 6 left. currently.
Okay. Felt like
Are
this
you
guy-
like obligated to tell us that, or are you just telling?
Yeah, the fear is public knowledge.
Yeah.
I will make an attack at... I'll use a fear instead to make an attack at Oz, who has taken a little more damage in an attempt to kill something. That's 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Well, that's only 7 points of damage.
All right. I'll just mark an armor for that one.
Okay. Again, you parry with your antlers. Your antlers are starting to take some damage as portions of them are broken off inside this thing or torn from it by its jaws or its claws. But then the spotlight goes back to you guys.
All right, screw this guy. I'm killing this boy in front of me. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. He wants to attack my antlers so bad, I'll give it to him. Well, I mean, I killed him, probably. A 20 to hit with fear.
Aha.
Mm.
Okay, so the fear die ticks down to a 1. You do definitely kill it. That's an aggressive action. The aggressive action die ticks down to a 2. And there
scary.
are 2 remaining thralls in the room. One empowered, one still standing in front of the source. All right, it comes back to me. The one by Syndrix is going to make an attack at him. It's only a 8. So this time you're ready for it. And
Your rolls
as it
make
reaches
Syndrix-
out, you actually cut off the hand that it reaches out at you with, but it doesn't seem to slow it down at all. So it just keeps running at you.
Okay.
And then I will. I think I accidentally. I said I had 6, right? And then you rolled with fear. Or no,
Yep.
I used 1 to attack Oz.
Yeah.
Then you rolled with fear, so I got it back, and then
Yeah.
I just got that attack. So I will use that fear again. It's going to make another giant pseudopod attack at you, Syndrix. But it's only an 11, so you know,
Yeah.
Well, it just misses.
Nice.
it
Okay.
literally hasn't rolled above a 10 yet. So okay, I guess except for the one that hit Syndrix. Or Reggie. Okay, again, you dive out of the way as it smashes into the stonework next to you. Back to you guys.
I'm gonna use arcane. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to, seeing all these corpses on the ground, I'm going to defer to Syndrix. Actually,
I'm gonna
Nice.
start.
Hey,
I know
nice.
there's one next
for
to
that?
me, but I could kill these things all day, but it's not really solving any
Yeah.
problems. I need to kill the source.
yes.
So I'm leaving this and I'm just going straight at the source, ignoring his also ignoring his bodyguard for this time being. Actually, just kidding. I'm gonna run up and kill the one right in front of him
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
That makes sense.
We're gonna do this first.
The one who's just standing there T-posing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is basically T-posing in the way that it's like a mannequin totally still, but it's not
That's
actually
really
T-posing.
freaky.
Yeah.
That is a 15 with hope.
Nice.
Nice, good.
Oh, thank
That
goodness.
hits. So you do kill it. You get your hope.
All
Aggressive
and with
action. It ticks down to
Cindrix
a
would
1.
like to go again.
Yes.
Sure.
Do it.
Okay.
This thing just bursts in front of it as you're now standing underneath this thing. It's like torso and arms looming over you. It doesn't really have any specific facial features. The ichor that runs down its back and shoulders has these small, almost like finger-like appendages going the whole length that seem to rise and fall and turn, almost like cilia shifting.
Okay. And instead of taking a hope, I'm gonna turn that. I just dropped it. Turn that into a Slayer die.
Hooray.
For something I might use immediately. Okay, I'm gonna look up at it, and I'm also gonna listen to this little voice in my ear that tells me where to swing to
Yeah,
give me
sure.
advantage on this.
Trust your gut.
Okay. Okay. That is an 18 to hit with fear.
18 with fear. 18 hits.
That's good.
Okay.
The fear counter goes to 0. Resets
Oh, no.
to 6. We'll address that after this. But first,
No.
you can roll your
Damage.
and aggressive action also ticks over. So
Rerolling this 2, not good enough.
That's not good.
Nice. Okay. Adding the Slayer die. What's this one? That is 25 physical damage.
25 physical. That's
Nice.
huge. That is major damage. So that is 2 HP. And you got rid of its bodyguard before you did it, which was smart.
Oh, good call.
Okay, so that damage, you tear into this thing's underbelly as ichor just pours over top of you. And you dig deep into it. You realize now, as you're getting close to it, the walls of this cave are not represented accurately by this corruption. This thing could go on much deeper behind. It's just like this thick mass that pours
Yeah.
into this opening.
Okay.
So you cut deeper than you think you could even cut into it, and it just pours over you as you step out. A severe wound, and it does. You see all like little cilia on its back like raise up and move as it is going to mark a stress, and in retaliation, it's going to bring down one of these giant fists on top of you.
Oh,
But don't worry, because it rolled a fucking 5.
let's go.
So
Listen, who's it really
I love the
attacking? It has
honesty.
no
this is
experience.
crazy. Like the odds of rolling, I've flipped 10 coins at this point, and they've all been tails.
Cindrix feels invincible whenever Will's rolling.
Yeah, for real.
It's awesome.
As it brings down this club-like arm, you immediately, even with the ichor pouring over top of you and obscuring your vision, just instinctively duck out of the way and roll as it slams into the ground next to you. It's almost like the voice of the people that you're fighting for back home speak to you, telling you to look over your shoulder just in time. Okay, that was with fear, correct? So now we
Yes.
resolve all those tickdowns. I get my fear.
Yep.
Now that was an aggressive action. So after that happens, it raises that hand up off the ground that it just struck with. And as it does so, 5 more corpses raise up in the
So
middle.
his hand, did that leave melee range?
No. How dare you, honestly. After all you've done to me so far. Also, in
5
the
more,
doorway
eh?
behind you, you hear something. And you turn around to see, coming in from behind where the mages are stationed, launching supportive spells, You see 2 lumbering figures.
Oh no.
No, this is good.
These stitched together abominations
No.
that have found their way back
Thought it was gonna be
after
crew.
being summoned. So you see 2.
Okay.
They are
These are like the things
large.
we fought in that room.
They have several arms. They look more similar to the ones you fought in the magical weapon chamber.
Yeah.
They're less octopus-like. They have different appendages. They seem to be designed for something different, but they're that scale.
Oh.
Mm.
And they're standing next to each other.
Yes, they're on the opposite end of the chamber as
Yes.
you are,
Ah, okay.
which is far.
I gotta fix my mental map. Okay.
It's just running back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There's 2 enemies that were within 5 feet of each other over here.
Yeah. I'm maximizing DPS, guys.
Yeah.
All right. So both of those go off. If you rolled fear, so it is my turn.
Mm.
I will immediately spotlight one of them. And it is going to step forward and it's going to make an attack against the mages who it is flanked.
No.
We'll let them handle it. You guys attack them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see as it brings down one of its large club-like fists and just smashes into the group of mages as they're not all able to react in time. And you see as Talix turns to try to respond and create a ward, but he's too late and it breaks through the ward and smashes him down into the stone beneath where he was standing. You see his carapace is cracked and he's bleeding out and starts to lose consciousness as the other 2 spread and try to find cover as they're launching volleys of spells back at these things. I'm going to use another fear. And now I've lost one figure on the map. Did you just defeat the empowered thing in front of you,
Yes.
or
Yes.
have you been okay?
Yeah.
I thought
You did? Okay.
Yeah, he's
So-
done.
Yeah, there was just the one that was left that Syndrix left in the middle of the room, and then 5 more spawned.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are at a total of 6 there, but they're all kind of scattered throughout the room. Okay, so in that case, the other one of these things is going to step forward and try to attack Oz as you, I assume, turn and take a defensive stance as they've entered the room. That is 14 to hit.
14 misses
Ooh.
as it
Ooh.
clubs down as
Damn.
almost as Oz goes
Big-ass
to push
moose
away,
kid.
and almost like the watery empowerment that boosted this moose just kind of
Boosted this
almost
moose.
leaves an after image as it smashes down and it splashes out.
Fuck yeah. So like Elden Ring style, you like jump and almost like push off of the water. Yeah, and it like creates a little bit of like you're like air hopping. And
Nice.
This little watery after image takes the brunt of the strike as you are able to dodge it. Okay, that is... There we go. I am going to use one more fear. I'm down to 4 fear. I'm going to use one more fear to have...
Let's keep rolling with hope, boys.
To have the source strike down at Syndrix.
That
Man.
makes sense. Seems like it'd be pretty mad.
Yeah, and I rolled a 3, so let's just move on. It strikes down again. Syndrix just cannot be touched by this thing.
The source is no good, just
Yeah.
bad, absolutely rotten day.
Yeah, he's having a rough go.
Hey, first of all, let's not discredit Syndrix in these
Yeah,
dodges.
yeah,
and parries.
you've done very well.
Yes.
All right. So you duck out of the way yet again as it smashes into the ground around you and is notably getting frustrated. You hear these horrible sounds coming out of it as it just can't fucking squash this ant.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how this is gonna work though, because I think I'm in far range of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to initiate a tag team.
All right. With all of us?
Yeah, you can only do one person.
I think
yeah,
I can only
correct.
choose one of you. My initial plan was I was going to try and strike the source and make like a weak point for the moose to ram his horns into.
Nice.
But I don't know if you can close the gap that quick, or if that matters if we're doing a tag team.
I didn't move closer, so I'm still in far. So I would have to have an additional roll to make that work. So I don't know if that can.
It could work.
Yeah.
You could have him try the movement roll and then do your tag team. And if the movement roll fails, you just gotta wait until next
Okay,
time.
otherwise, maybe I'll initiate it with Reggie because you could just cast a spell.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I can do that.
Okay. So that's all. Yeah. If that's what. Unless you guys had something planned.
No,
your turn.
that's good.
No, I mean,
Alright.
go nuts.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend
Tag team's cool.
my 3 hope to initiate a tag team with Reggie. I'm gonna say, let's do that one play we practiced. There you go.
Play.
Number 3.
You got it. Start
They're
conjuring
not
magic.
even named. How unamusing.
And then I'm just
Oh
gonna.
my god.
Oh god.
And then I'm just gonna try to slice it up as much as possible, and then just duck and say no.
Okay.
Okay.
So you start just digging into this thing to try to create enough of a, because it is deep, to try to create enough of a hole for him to get an attack that strikes deeper at the core.
Yes.
So you both roll to attack. You decide
There we
which
go.
one to take. You spended
That's
the
good.
hope. Spent the hope. Sorry.
Yeah, 3 hope. That's a 20 with
Only
hope.
I spend 3 hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did. What'd you roll?
A 20 with hope.
All right, we're using
Nice.
your roll.
Nice.
20 with hope. That definitely hits. Take your hope.
Do I get a hope?
I think we decided yes.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
at
gonna
least-
turn that into
Oh,
a
Yeah.
Slayer
Yeah.
die.
It is because it counts as both of your attacks.
Yeah.
There we go. Turning that into a Slayer die. So now we roll damage.
The
And
only
then we
other thing
just
I could think
add 'em,
of is
right?
that it would only count for the person whose turn it was, but I think it's more fun for everybody to get.
Yeah.
And you clear us. No, that wasn't a crit. Never mind. Sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Trying to decide which attack I want to do for damage.
Max damage.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll
Should
go
I
ahead and roll
for
my
it?
damage dice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. So when you're creating these openings, Syndrix,
Are we adding our?
we add our damage together.
Yes. I don't add my agility modifier to damage, right? That's just to hit.
No, just your attack.
That's just a hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Your weapon adds a flat amount sometimes.
Yes.
Not all of them.
Okay.
Do. Yeah.
11. I believe. Oh, I'm gonna roll my Slayer die. That's 28 physical damage for me.
Holy cow. Okay. And my attack, I don't know if I can do this in a tag team, but as my part of it, I'm casting Arcane Barrage, which is I can spend any number of hope, and that many magical projectiles strike this target. So I imagine that Syndrix is like creating openings, and I'm basically
Yeah, it's just
sending in-
separate action rolls. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily
1, 2,
like
3,
basic
4, 5.
attacks. I don't see.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
that's,
gonna
I mean,
use-
that's good because I based the Mogrel Blizzard around me casting
Yeah.
characters for him. So
yeah. I'm gonna use all 5 of my hope to try to just boom bop this thing.
Yes, do it. Let's do severe and more.
I don't really know if that's fully worth it, but go nuts.
I know. Yeah.
It's definitely cooler.
You don't have to, but it
double
would be
its
cooler if you did.
higher
Yeah, that's also something worth
It's up to
considering.
you.
I may
It's up
have
to you.
breached it
I
just
love it.
myself.
I also kind of want to just hear how big the number can get.
Yeah.
But that's not
So that's
really
21
relevant in
for
this.
my end.
So
21 and
49?
28.
Yeah.
49 points of damage. So, Syndrix, you start tearing into this thing and digging deeper. That practice move that you've been doing jokingly since the beginning of the campaign, as soon as you got this new sword, you finally put it to good use as you were just dicing as quickly as possible, slashing through this semi-solid form, digging as deep and as quickly as you can. And then at the last moment, you duck out of the way just in time for this barrage of arcane energy to strike in this wound that you've created, punching deep into this thing's core. You guys do severe damage to it.
Noise.
Nice.
This is 3 points. A high threshold, which you did just meet it.
Wow.
That's 3
Oh,
more
jeez.
points of damage. Yeah, okay. Fuck. That's definitely an aggressive action. So that's a
Really?
takedown on that side.
Just kidding.
But yeah, this thing is it's starting to
I'm
show
hopeless
signs
now.
of damage now. It's like the
You're hopeless.
around that hole in its chest that you've carved, it starts to like pool ichor's dripping down onto the ground and steaming as it's like struggling to hold itself up, and then it rights itself again. It's not on death's door or anything, but it's showing serious signs of wear.
Is the fear dice, is that a looping countdown?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's still our turn, right? We have hope.
Yeah.
Fear die is
that-
back up at a 6 though. Nobody's rolled with fear since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oz, did you have something you want to do?
I mean, there's a big old boy on me and attacking the mages, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna slam into this guy coming after me. Pull his attention so he doesn't focus on our squishy mages in the back. Not you, Reginald.
yeah.
For safety, I'm gonna spend my Seaborn tokens. So that is going to be a 15 to hit this big boy.
15 hits.
Ooh,
Nice. Noise.
Okay. Pull my D10s back out. And that's with hope, by the way.
We're on fire.
Yeah, we are.
So that's that. I forgot what the actual addition is. All right, that is going to be a 21 for damage on this big
21.
guy.
Nice, dude.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So this also has the destructible passive. So that is severe damage, but major or greater, they mark an additional HP. So that's 4 HP marked on this.
Oh man.
Ooh.
As Oz charges forward and as the thing kind of falls on top, he just swings as the limbs kind of get torn off by the getting hooked on the antlers as he just throws the hulking mass off of him.
Just thrashing this thing
Yeah.
around.
And this is one of the dudes that came in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reinforcements.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not like
Okay.
the octopus guys. They're more like the squid guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
different. Go ahead.
That's with hope.
Whoever's
so-
next. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's with hope. So you guys are still
Yes.
rolling here.
When he's attacking this thing, like to imagine he like at the end throws it into the air, and then when it's in the air, I'm gonna cast Ice Spike to try to end it, right? Like a dartboard. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Trying to think if that's an 11. It was with hope.
11 with hope. That is a miss, but
Ah.
you gain your hope.
It's okay. We gotta let Will play.
Yeah.
As you miss, that does trigger the looping 3 countdown. As you see, Shri creates a tear in the space ahead of her and grasps some of the runes and is going to launch out an arcane barrage at this thing that you were just shooting at that
Okay,
just
nice.
crushed,
So I'm inspired.
Talix. Okay, it's a slightly different arcane barrage than yours, but it is nonetheless a barrage of arcane
Yes.
energy. Yeah, so she grasps a few of these runes and kind of shuffles them out in front of her in an arc. And you see them kind of get suspended in the air and then she'll reach forward and just touch one at a time as they transform into a different kind of energy and launch out of this thing. Okay, where's the damage? So that does... Yeah, kind of underwhelming, but 6 points of magic damage still.
Hey.
Hey, they're not warriors.
Yeah, that's right. Their magic was not designed for this. As it does, that's just under the major threshold, unfortunately, so it only does 1 point of damage, but still, as the ice spike misses this thing, you see this arcane energy smash into it from Shri, and then Vren casts a different spell from her position, which seems to highlight, like you see these two big figures in the doorway, areas where they're held together with the weakest constitution seem to start to glow as whoever makes the next attack against them has advantage.
Nice.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Yep, that resolves those. You rolled with hope, though. All right, back to me. I'm kind of struggling. I only got 4 fear right now. I'm going to have one of these things in the doorway is going to step forward, and it is going to... You see some of the corpses that are melded together for this thing, some of the heads peeking out from the sides of the body, all start to open their mouths, and this horrifying, echoing scream fills the cavern. I need all of you to make presence reaction rolls.
23.
Ooh. I can crit a reaction, right?
No,
Oh,
No? Okay.
because it doesn't count as a... I mean, you succeed,
Okay.
but you don't
Yes.
gain hope or fear from it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. I didn't
Yeah, yeah.
expect to. Okay.
Yeah.
13.
13?
Yep.
13 is just enough. Okay,
oh
so
yes.
all 3 of you still mark a stress, but nobody loses any hope, and more importantly, I don't gain any fear, you motherfuckers.
Hooray!
Let's go.
And it marked a stress to do that. Okay, in that case... what the fuck?
What are you gonna do?
I will have... The source is going to take another attack at Cindrix, because it can't be having that shit. So that's another
Yeah.
fear.
Rolls a 2. Yes.
That's a 4 on the die, so it doesn't hit.
Oh my god.
It's truly unbelievable. I wish I
At
had...
what
like,
point are
a
you just gonna start lying?
Soon. I'll say soon.
Just you
When I
wait.
crit next turn, just know.
Yeah. That's weird. Well, you've crit
May
4
not have
times
been
in
a
a
crit.
row on Cindrix.
That sucks. Okay. We got 3 fear. Back to you guys. The
I did
tides
it.
are turning in your favor here.
Anyone got anything?
I mean, I'll
it.
keep thrashing this guy.
Yeah, I think we're all like
Yeah, I mean,
Cindrix.
just kind of going in.
Yeah. No, you good.
yeah. I mean, Cindrix, you lead the charge.
Okay, fine.
I mean, you're doing the important stuff.
Yeah, this thing did just miss attacking you too.
Yeah. I'm gonna look around at all the new bodies that have spawned. We're like, they got this. And I'm just gonna swing back at the main guy again. That's a crit with double 12s.
Oh my god.
Boom! Come on, baby! Okay,
It's big. God,
come on!
I don't know
Okay,
what
I'm
this
gonna
guy
turn
did to you,
that-
Cindrix.
I'm gonna clear stress. I'm gonna use the hope I got into a Slayer die. I might not change my class. And then roll damage. That is, I'm not gonna use a Slayer die yet, because without it, that is a 36 physical damage.
You're not
That's
going to use the
amazing.
Slayer die?
No.
Okay. And that is major damage.
No!
You were just below the threshold.
No!
That
I gave
is,
you the hint.
That is
What was your damage?
still 2
36.
points. 2 points
Oh
or
my
2 marked
God.
HP.
That's
All right, I'm gonna use
easy.
it.
You tear into this thing yet
Use it
again,
now.
digging deeper into this same wound that you're opening up, just carving away at it. It's almost having to like, it reaches in and like grabs you and pulls you out of itself before it like grasps its own chest and pulls itself back up. It's trying to like pull itself together. The ichor's trying to reform as you're tearing apart the tendrils. Yeah, it's hurting. And that you mark it, or you gain hope and you clear a stress. And spotlight's still on you guys.
All right.
That does.
You
Well,
have 3 fear.
I am going to, as this crumpled
Please
mass
crit.
goes to pull itself back up, I'm going to charge it again.
You have
Please
advantage
crit.
now,
Please crit.
That's true.
Advantage.
as its vitals and weak spots are highlighted.
Ho ho ho. It is a 21. Thank you, advantage. With hope.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That
What are you
definitely
gonna do,
hits.
Stop us?
Yeah.
Go
using
ahead
your
and roll
fears?
damage.
Oh my goodness. Try not to
Well,
take it for
I rolled a
granted.
1
Go
on
ahead
one of
and
those dice, which
that's
means my rampage triggers.
Oh, no?
So I get to
Never mind.
re-roll another d10
Oh wow.
Good lord.
You're rolling D10 for your damage?
as a moose. Yeah.
Damn!
Moves
that makes
are
sense.
massive.
Not as strong as. Well,
That is going to be a 19. 19 damage.
19.
dude.
19 damage is severe, which puts it at another 4 points of damage. As you tear into this thing again, you hit right at the glowing portion that Vren had highlighted for you, and you tear through one of the seams on this thing's body as it peels like a banana as parts of its arms and one whole half its body starts to come undone. It's barely holding itself together as one of the other side is like trying to pull itself forward on the ground.
Damn.
It's
These are
yeah,
tough.
it's on death's door, but it has a lot of HP, but it takes a lot of damage. It's sort of an
Wow.
interesting combination.
And that's just one of the two, right?
It's like a, yeah, it's like a, yeah.
Okay.
And that was definitely an aggressive action.
I like
so
that.
that marks down to. Actually, I missed one. I missed Syndrix's also. So that resets the aggressive action die, and 5 more
Oh,
of
no.
the thralls stand up.
Oh my
from the
God.
ground in the
There's
middle
11 of
room.
them now.
There are 11 of them now.
If only he could use
Just
them.
keep rolling with hope, yeah, and we'll be
There is
alright.
one still empowered.
Yes.
Okay.
If only he could use them indeed, you motherfuckers.
And it's still our turn, right?
It's
Yes.
still your turn.
Okay. I see Cendrix tearing up this thing that it's starting to get bloodied, so I'm going to try to help him out and cast a purple beam of
All
energy
in.
with my great staff at this thing.
Come on.
Okay.
That'd be cool if you crit.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Forgot to mark stress to do retaliation when you were hitting it. So, well, that's on
Yeah.
me. That's on me.
Nice.
All right, keep going. I was like, this thing seems like it has a defensive thing.
I crit!
No way.
Yes, I did! I rolled
Let's
double
go!
5! Yeah.
Let's go!
Oh my god. So that's automatically gonna
Jesus,
be
I'm glad we showed up.
12 plus
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the day to do it for sure.
23 damage.
Noise.
23 damage.
Come on.
23 damage is just enough to do major.
Oh yes.
Nice.
So you just hit that threshold.
That's actually no different than 36.
How's that feel?
Feels like I should have used my freaking Slayer die.
That clears the stress and gives
I
me-
should always go all out. That's what I do. I don't
Again,
go all out. and
as
then hate
as Reggie steps forward, that beam that he releases from the end of his staff seems to grow and expand, and it's like almost the width of his full height as this giant ray of energy tears into this thing. It bursts all the way through the torso that's projecting from the wall, and it strikes up at a slight angle into the wall above it. It's this just giant singed gaping hole that you can now see completely through, Cindrix, from your point of view. It's trying to pull itself back together as it collapses down onto one of its arms, and you just hear like as it's gasping and trying to pull itself into some state of consciousness that it can strike from.
That's what you wanted, wasn't it? Magic?
Yeah.
Tough. Okay. Fuck. I mean, I feel... Damn.
Did you clear
I wish I would have
stress?
done those retaliation attacks,
I
but
did clear
honestly,
stress.
I don't think I would have hit him anyway, if we're being honest with ourselves. And then I would have just been giving him stress for no reason. All right. That's a crit, which means it's still in your...
Still us.
Alright.
Spotlight's still on you.
Um,
You know
I'm
what?
gonna
No,
crit-
fuck that. I'm using a fear.
Understandable.
I'm
I
taking
knew
the
it. Crit him
spotlight
again,
back.
so that's probably a good idea.
And you see as one of the corpses, the empowered thrall, is going to run back and stand in between. It's going to try to like get in between you and the beast, and it's going to make an attack at you. Syndrix, by the way. I don't know if I didn't make that clear. 12 to hit.
That hits.
Oh,
Nice.
finally hit him.
That is 10 points of physical damage as this thing carves into you.
I'm gonna spend an armor and just negate that completely.
Okay. As its claws rake across your armor, digging deep grooves into it. And it imposes itself in between you and the source. I'm going to spend another fear. And on the other end of the room, the pile of abomination that is oozing out at the Moose Oz's feet is going to again open its mouths and release a horrifying scream. I need you all to make presence reaction rolls.
Nice.
Yes!
20.
I also
17.
rolled well. What's my
I hate
presence
that I
here?
heard all of you say nice at the same time.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's not what I
I got a 16.
20.
17.
Those are all successes. You all mark a stress as it still wears on you, but no loss of hope, no gain of fear for me. And I will
Let's
spend
go.
my final fear to have another thrall just run back and try to interpose itself between Syndrix and this creature.
It's just running.
Yeah, it's just to spotlight it to move there. I guess actually, yeah, you're right. It's
So you're
close
telling
enough.
me
It'll,
there's
it'll make an
2
attack.
or more people within very
It's
close.
an
you
8.
say
It
anything,
misses.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
A non-empowered thrall, they're not too much to deal with. They're more just fodder and
Nice.
obstruction. Okay. Now I'm out of fear. Spotlight's back to you. This thing is looking rough.
Syndrix, before you go.
No,
Is
you guys
he-
go ahead. I
Okay.
think I went last.
How much distance have these things put between Syndrix and the source?
There's no. I mean, he's still within melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to.
You can see Syndrix winding up.
Yeah. While Syndrix is winding up, I'm going
Actually-
to like slam my staff down, and this purple magic just goes and bursts around Syndrix, and I'm casting Paralela. And now the next time you attack and hit, you can hit an additional target within that space.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is my hope, though.
That's huge.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna say, go get him, son.
So it's the same damage to.
Yep.
Or I make a separate attack.
It's a. Oh, you just hit an additional target within
Yeah,
that
it's
range.
when you would, because that's what we played
Yeah.
earlier. You make an attack, and then the
Yeah.
second, you basically have an afterimage that does the same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Same damage, everything, keep it simple.
Yep.
Okay. So there's only one bodyguard now?
There are
There's
2
two.
thralls. One's
Okay.
empowered.
But you can choose who the additional target is.
Yeah. Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna do what Syndrix would. He'd be annoyed, but he would think this is the right thing to do. I'm just gonna attack one of the bodyguards and then use the hit to hit the other bodyguard to like eliminate it. Okay. It's a 22 with hope.
Yes,
To
dude.
hit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
naturally.
I'm gonna
That
take the
hits.
hope that time.
I can't believe it.
And I am gonna do what I said and hit both the bodyguards.
So as you draw your blade and you step towards this thing, which is clearly calling for reinforcements, calling for any kind of aid, they start rushing back to you. All the rest of the thralls in the room are turning and starting to like climb over each other back in your direction. You swing once, and as you do, as you bring the sword down, your body almost splits into two as the after image comes down at the exact same time at the other one. And at the same moment, you burst both of these things directly in front of it. As all of its guards have now fallen to a puddle at its feet. It looks down at you, out of fear, no more guards.
Kill
The
it.
rest of its thralls are rushing in your direction.
Kill it.
Oh, there you go. You wanna go?
Well, I want to use this opportunity for a cool team attack, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to leave this almost dead guy
Yeah.
in front of me.
What if I was like,
I'm kind of playing rear guard here,
Okay.
so
oh,
I-
let's drop
I-
the rear guard? Just kidding. I won't.
yeah, I'm going to start by I'm going to attack this guy in front.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
the
if
right
I get a fear, I ruin everything. But
No,
It's like we're over here finding the
it,
main
it
guy.
makes
Just
sense.
This is what you would do.
assembling people.
Well, luckily I didn't.
Yes.
So that's going to
Let's
be a
go.
17.
Yes.
Hit this
Hits.
guy, who
This whole
its heads will
session
start
is so-
screaming as Oz will shake and then raise up on this big ass bull moose, and they just slam down, crushing the screaming heads.
Yeah, you do so. You smash in the skulls of these corpses that are sewn together as this thing crumbles beneath you. And
Yes.
you silence the screams. You don't need to roll damage.
Let's go.
This thing is dead.
Noise.
Do it. Do it.
Let's hope. So it's still with you.
Syndrix will hear a
Oh yeah. Here we
just
go.
back up just a bit, will ya? As this
Yes.
moose is barreling towards Syndrix.
Okay, you're tearing through the thralls that are all
This is
turning
my
and trying to
OLED.
rush back. As you move at a faster pace, you're just knocking them out of the way.
Hmm.
I need you to, so you do need to make an athletics
Yes.
roll to make it across the
All
battlefield.
right, come on.
We'll say the
Come on.
DC is 12.
Well, I crit.
Yes, dude. Let's go.
Jesus.
Oh my
Dual,
god.
dual force.
All right, you tear through. You guys see just thralls being launched up into the
Oh my
air
God.
as faster than the lot of them, almost running on these patches of water and propelled by water. You see this empowered moose form Oz tear its way through the crowd. As you get up to the front,
As Syndrix takes a few steps back, and you'll just hear, "Now jump!"
Okay. Yeah.
As Syndrix leaps into the air as the moose catches, his feet land on the antlers as the moose Oz launches up into the air and kind of almost like just as a flip. So, positions Syndrix right towards like a dart
Let's
as
go.
just water just starts forming almost like a solid stone as the moose presses back and then just launches him like a
so
rocket.
you jump up, catch him, and kind of just arc. As you start to arc
Yep.
down, you load like a spring and just jump down into this thing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sick. Okay. All right, go ahead. This is your team attack?
This is my team
Let's
attack.
shoot.
Okay,
Let's
it's
go.
been 3
So-
hope. You guys
Yep.
both roll to attack.
Boop, boop, boop.
I
Oh,
got
that'd
an
be great.
18 with, 21 with fear.
Well, I got much worse with fear, so
Okay.
we'll do you.
We finally
Okay.
rolled the fear.
21 hits.
Okay.
All right.
I'll roll my damage first.
I'll just roll in the background.
Re-rolling this one. I rolled another 1. What? That sucks. So-
Yeah, well, I didn't roll a 1, so actually I rolled pretty bad.
I'll add my Slayer die because I learned my lesson.
All right. So sorry, the
my
attack.
God.
What was the total damage?
This feels like I did bad math, but I just rolled horribly. No. Hold on. 16 physical damage.
And then I add 12 on top of that.
So
So
28.
28.
28.
That's about, I mean,
That's good.
yeah.
How would you
The
guys
next
like to
ep-
finish
we
this
would've
thing
done-
off?
Yes! Well, I think it's already been described.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the only
as,
other thing
as
is
described, you
I
see
will
as
superhero
Mooseform
land on
Oz
the other side. When I
jumps up into the air, catches Syndrix at his feet, and you guys form like a spear as you hold your sword out above you, and he brings his legs in, forming this platform to push off of with the water beneath him. Launches himself, propelling with the water faster than this thing can react. As it tries to reach its hand up to stop you, you tear through the palm of its hand, tear through its head, down through its body, and down into the ground beneath it as Syndrix superhero lands, embedding the sword, the Ashen Brand, into the stone at the bottom of the cave. And Oz, you land behind him and look up just in time for the whole thing to start to shake and start to pour out around you. And you hear,
No. Please. I need more time. I can still protect you. It isn't possible.
as all of the animated corpses in the room collapse.
Cool.
The corruption recedes and dissolves. And it leaves behind
I grab it.
a strange structure.
Okay.
A large, fluid-filled sack, suspended by fleshy tethers to the walls of the cave,
Oh.
with a gentle,
Oh no.
pulsing glow within. The walls of the structures themselves slowly rising and falling with the pulses of light. It almost looks like a chrysalis.
Yeah.
A voice creeps into your minds.
Oh no.
You don't understand the language, but you are able to understand its meaning.
So, you've returned to finish what you started. Why do you continue to reject salvation? I am not your enemy. I am your savior. I offer you safety. You know not what comes in my wake. The delay your realm has caused has already damned countless others. A plague of torment that your mortal minds can't fathom. Selfish, near-sighted, simple-minded beasts. You are insects biting the hand of the benevolent God trying to save you. I am helping retain your ways, preserve your societies. This is the only way.
That's bull. Oh, wait, sorry, that's just me. Go on.
You mock me. You think this is the end. You have doomed yourselves, but I will survive. I will remain. can outrun it, outlast it, and you won't even be a memory.
Reality seems to fold in on itself around you. Your minds can't grasp this event, though they try to rationalize it. You all see it differently. The shattering of a realm. The dispersal of its contents across others. Your mind feels like it's moving in different directions and at different speeds than your body. When you finally find your feet beneath you, you wince and squint as the light nearly blinds you. After all the time you spent so deep underwater and in caves, daylight is offensive. You remove the wayfinders, and your eyes adjust. You see light pouring in, filtered between enormous sharpened structures extending from whatever it is you're standing underneath or within. Through the dust blowing in the wind ahead of you, you can make out 5 figures walking in your direction. 5 walking! You made it back.
What? We're walking through?
Wait.
Like
Wait.
where we...
What about our
Facing
friends?
outside of the maw now, from the inside.
What the hell?
Wait, hold on. Cedrix is just still... Wait.
Moose will take a few steps forward and look around.
Hold on.
Well, looks like our vacation ended early, boys.
Hold on. Did he
What?
say 5 walking?
Well, I think that's the next group that's about to pass us.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Moose will start walking forward.
Wait.
Hmm?
What about everything we just did? What about the realm? What about those people?
Yeah, what's going on?
What are we supposed to do? Did we just doom them? Is their realm gone?
Yeah, what in the God's name was that thing?
It's hard to say. Perhaps a bad dream. Or a good dream.
Well,
If you look at it this
I did get a pretty cool sword.
Well, did you? We have...
Is it still there?
Sword is still there. The ashen brand is still in your hand.
Reggie
You
tries
still retain all the wounds that you had from the conflict. It all feels very real. Certainly
Reggie-
wasn't a dream.
Reggie tries to see innately if he feels any of that realm's magic or if it's gone.
You look back inside yourself, searching for that well of arcane energy, and find nothing.
I kind of look at my hands, shaking a little bit. Fellas, what did we just do? What did that mean?
I don't know if what we did today was a good thing. I don't know if those people we were trying to save are even still out there.
Everybody is correct. In their own eyes. That thing could have believed it was fully in the right. An angel guarding over that whole land. An angel to that spreading plague, that corruption. Because to it is good. The spider sees no evil in webbing a fly. But to the fly, all it sees is imminent death.
As 5 figures now approach you, you hear a voice. Oh, you gotta be kidding. As you look and you see
No fucking way.
the same crew of tithers
Ha!
from once Lucky Ollie's
Yeah.
Wise Men's End, from the first day that you met.
These guys.
The next days and months are a blur. With the paperwork, debriefings, meetings, public appearance, fans. It seems there was some fine print in your contracts that you either missed or never thought would be relevant. Some of your artifacts are taken, but for the first time in the history of the walk, you returned without world-changing wealth or power. So, to maintain the economy surrounding the Maw, and to get back the value for investors, you're paraded around like show cattle, and your exploits, though great in their own right, seem to grow with each show. We cut now to an elusive moment of downtime as you near the end of your tour, where the three of you are sitting in a quiet loft, waiting to be fetched for the next event by the New Leaf handlers. You've had plenty of time to dwell on the events that took place when you were in Ornamundi. A few things stick out to you. That corruption, that beast in the caves, it kept referring at first to we.
I noticed that.
And upon its death seems to plead for more. Said it could still offer help. That voice that spoke to you at the end, that was not the same being. That was something else. Something bigger. Familiar almost, in a way. The feeling, that pull that you felt, Oz, looking down the caves. That may not have just been as a result of a similar amount of fear or danger. That may well have been the same energy you felt as you entered the Maw.
Oh.
And now we find ourselves, as you finally have a moment to talk about the goings-on, the events that you guys have gone through together, and what your next steps are going to be as you draw towards the end of this tour that you were contractually obligated to go on.
Oh. Let me tell you, I don't think I'm ever turning into a moose again after this.
You're not still a moose.
I know.
But in his demonstrations of the final kill,
They keep wanting to see a moose.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I thought you were doing a bit like,
No.
fuck, I've been a moose for so long.
Yeah. They won't
Which,
let me
to be
change.
fair, is a classic Travis bit. You know you would
Yeah.
do it.
100%, yes.
Okay, but I understand.
If I wasn't taking it this way, I'd take it the other.
Yeah. Certainly they would have made you do the moose thing. Separately.
Oh.
Yeah.
My God. This is all so exhausting.
Yes.
Like, I could be doing better things right now.
Yeah. Over these months that we've been doing this, you guys have seen a couple of those mushrooms on Reggie's staff that were glowing like a faint gold blink out throughout this process. And each time, Reggie's like upbeat, easygoing demeanor has gotten darker and darker, to where like these last few weeks he's just like doing what he's obligated to do, and that's about it. And you can, he's voiced to you guys, well, yeah, I'm tired of this too. If anything, this is worse than the walk. Every second that passes is another second that my people back home are getting closer to, well, nothing.
Yes, you've lost a lot of precious time.
I gotta
But-
go back.
I do have some news for you.
What's that?
I did not have long working with the healers, but they did show me a couple interesting ideas. Then Oz will walk over to this trunk and he'll pop it open and he'll pull out just these couple trays. Well, a few things they've showed me, and a few of those herbs I collected seem to have gone nowhere. As Oz will show you that each of the little samples that he's spread out, each and every one of them is just filled with this black mold. And I know this is no news to you. This is what you've seen from each and every healer you've been with, now and on these travels of ours. But I do want to show you one thing. And he'll pull out another few trays just filled with these dishes of this black mold. And he'll pull out one more. A small mark on it. Let me show you this. And there's this, and in this dish, there, sure enough, is still black mold, but it's entirely circling around a piece, a small chunk of what you assume is a dried mushroom or whatever of the sort in the middle. There's still mold on it, but it's not completely covered in it. Now, this was something that Maura, if you remember her, she mentioned she has some theories. And her young mind is certainly going places. Wherever those places may be. But I put it to the test, and most of it didn't work. But, with some experience and some tweaking, and guest substitutes, I found this.
I'll take that vial and look at it.
It is no cure. I was going to wait until after our big final show to give it to you, but I suppose a little spoiler to add some pep to the last talk. And Oz will pull out a parcel. This is as much as I could make. If you give this medicine to any of those old fungrels who will take it and spread it around, it could delay the spread of this horrid affliction. But it is no cure. I may have found you a little more time.
You see, I'm looking at this thing the whole time you're explaining that last part to me. I haven't taken my eyes off of it. And then I pull out my satchel and just turn it upside down, and all these vials come out that are all also filled with just black mold that you can see I've also had no success. And then I'll take those parcels you gave me and pull one of these that are full with the mold and just kind of test a little thing. And even just doing that, you can see some of it separates to the sides a little bit. And then for the first time in weeks, you guys see Reggie crack a smile. And then he just jumps into you and gives you a hug.
Oh, yep. I should have saw this coming. Yes.
You old son of a bitch. And I slap you on the back and take a step back. Yeah. Oh, never get used to that. Wow. I mean, I don't even know where to start. But this is this'll do for now. And I take it and put it in my bag. And Piper's on my shoulder, just like kind of comes up onto your shoulder and then like squeaks at you. very
Oh,
happily.
yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know what I'm doing once this is over. Whew. And take off my hat for like the first time and just kind of like a huge relief you can tell has come over Reggie. Puts the hat back on. Thank you, Oz. Seriously, thank you.
I've had a lot of free time. Traveling is not the best on these old bones, but you gave me something else to put my mind to.
I think you care about other people more than you let on. I think this is more than just a downtime activity.
My entire job is caring for people. I've just happened to be stuck with you for quite a while, so maybe you've grown on me.
Well,
Syndrix, keep working at that.
I'm trying.
well,
Don't try to hug me too.
I used your soap.
Yes, I'm actually
Which
very
I
proud
actually,
of you for that.
I might need some more of that soon. I think I'm getting low.
You should be already be through it, I hope. But
Yeah.
day at a
I
time.
thought I only use it for like special occasions.
well, fellas, look. As soon as we're done with this, that next day I'm going back to the Mongrel Forest. I'm gonna implement this. But like you said, Oz, this isn't a fix. This is a thing to get me more time.
Correct.
I don't know what that's gonna look like for me next, but whatever it is, I'm gonna keep looking. If that's here, I'll do it here, but who knows if I need to come back here. I don't know if it's going back into the mall, but I got more time and I'm gonna use it. Now, what about you fellas? What are you gonna do after all this?
Well, this all became quite samey. And I still have strength in these bones. And still I am technically under the influence, whatever it is, of this Greenleaf company, yes?
New Leaf.
New Leaf.
New Leaf. Of the New Leaves. Though I may have to renegotiate contract.
Right.
So I see no reason for me not to get another story under my belt.
You are one crazy son of a bitch. That's for sure.
It wasn't a good time in there. But who knows what the next story could bring. I have so much to tell. But I think I'll have a lot more time to tell more stories. But enough about me. This is an old man's rambling. Syndrix.
Oh, me? I've been thinking. You know, we made it in and out of there alive. And I consider myself very lucky. But I did not find what I was looking for. And I made a promise that I would. So, next chance I get, done with all this, I'm going back in.
All right.
Well, seems like you two might be going in before I'm back, if I do come back. So you two better make it out again, so then we can all, well, help me find that cure.
So I can keep telling you more stories. Good.
That's right.
I'll bring
Well-
you back something cool.
That would be nice.
We are that would make us a team of two, though, Syndrix. And I wouldn't say we would, you know what? Scratch that. We'd make a terrible team. So,
You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna stand up, put on my shades.
you have those? How long have you had
Let's
those?
they're newly
he got
acquired
famous.
from since I
Oh,
got
that
famous.
makes sense. Yeah.
Two Dracona
Dylan
women are
character.
gonna walk in. I'm
What?
gonna put my arms around them. I'm gonna say, I don't care who we pick up, but let's find someone who will take all the hits this time around. And I'm gonna turn. Oh. See ya, sundown.
Yes.
All right.
Reginald,
And
what of that fellow who came up to you earlier said he's going in? Did he make a you worked with him earlier?
Yeah.
You know, along with that horrible demented monkey fellow.
Yeah. I did work with him a little bit. Yeah, I could swing by before I leave town, ask him if he's interested.
He said he was heading there.
Well, okay.
What info he might have gave you? I'll write it down. I'll look it up.
Okay.
I will need a buffer for
Yeah.
Cindrix.
That's right. I'll start sharing with you the information.
All right. I'll keep an eye out for him. I believe it's about showtime, isn't it? Oh, Moose again.
And that is where this arc ends. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, make sure to come back next time for when Colby takes the reins for the second arc in our Tulnira series.
That's right.
That's all for now. Until then.
Nice
thanks for
work, Will.
watching.
Yeah, well done. Well
See
done,
you next
fellas.
time. Bye-bye.
And outro.